was a text exchange between FBI lawyer Lisa Page and FBI agent Peter Strzok from August the 8th of 2016. In that text exchange, Lisa Page wrote, "Trump's not ever going to become president," right with a question mark, and then right with a question mark and an exclamation point in case anybody reading it may have missed the point of her emphasis. Peter Strzok responded, no, he's not. We'll stop it. Do I have that text exchange right?
You do.
Now, Lisa Page was an FBI lawyer who worked on the Clinton email investigation.
That's correct.
Did she also work on the Russia investigation?
She did.
How about the Mueller special counsel team?
She did for a period of time.
All right, so we're 3 for 3 on her working on the two most important Bureau investigations in 2016 and beyond.
Star Trek. 3 years. I Love Lucy. 5.5 years. Seinfeld. 9 years. The Dave Weinbaum Show. Now in its 10th year. I used to open for Rush and Hannity, and now I proudly follow the Eagles and Queen, turning rockers into talkers and talkers into rockers. They say this show is run by boobs. Well, let me tell you something about us boobs. We're real and we're spectacular. The IG report came out. Very, very long on info and short on the conclusions. Trey Gowdy redeemed himself. He was amazing. And the Dems know it. When they had the hearings in the House Intel Committee, the Dems spent their time on an issue of immigrant kids in cages that had been put in since the Clinton administration, had been legalized by the Democrats. But in this hearing, to talk about the IG report on the bias and the crimes, possible crimes of the DOJ and the FBI, this is what they wanted to talk about. They wanted to talk about the kids in cages, where the pictures of this, that they were pointing their fingers at the Trump administration, came from the Obama administration in 2014. Congressional disgrace, and notably a civil rights hero, Elijah Cummings, sat there and cried about the kids. And yet when Obama had a chance to do something about that, he said, well, I can't do anything because of Congress. Congress got to pass the laws. I'm not a dictator. Yelling and screaming at the president, Trump, that he's got to do something about it, that he's got to write an executive order. He kept telling them that was illegal, that a judge actually backed up this law and made them enforce it. So Trump gave in to their request, signed an executive order. Now the question is, did they stop calling him a Nazi? Did they stop yelling and screaming at Melania? No. No. And here's why they're doing this. They are absolutely scared to death. Because these tainted FBI guys, and he found bias all over the place, but shockingly said, well, bias wasn't used in any of the decisions. His conclusion doesn't make sense. And I think Gowdy proved his point that they didn't make sense. You've got these people that were involved in the Clinton email investigation, exonerating her, she wasn't even a target or a subject of that investigation. Do you believe that?
Mm-hmm.
No target, no subject of that investigation. And the same people that exonerated her are claiming that Trump is guilty of Russian collusion and are on the Mueller team? Strzok, who set this up with his Russian dossier, BS, going through the FISA court. Well, I'll tell you what, this investigation's not over. That was just part one. Because Horowitz, the IG, who, by the way, was appointed by Barack Hussein Obama, is still investigating. He's investigating the Russia collusion witch hunt. And he's investigating the FISA court that approved the investigation based on a phony Russian dossier. Meanwhile, Lisa Page, gone from the FBI. Her boyfriend, Peter Strzok, was escorted out of his FBI office Friday. Or what? No, was it Friday? It could have been Friday. Yeah, last Friday. And his security was killed. How he maintained his job that long is, well, it's beyond me. But he was the chief investigator of both the Hillary email and the Trump Russia collusion under Mueller. So Mueller. Stan is on it this morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a good day when Stan can hit the Mueller button. Without pre-warning, too.
Yeah.
Nice going, Stan. All right, by the way, I was just going to say, somebody's reading my mind. If you want to call the show, it's 573-364-4433. We are going to give away another 35 McDonald's gift card, and we have somebody coming in who won it a couple weeks ago. And it could be him on the phone right now. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello? Okay. Guess they're not there. I was getting worked up for the first caller. Now look what happened. Okay, that's no big deal. Call back. 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest. No, we're not going to break.
No, I know.
I was teasing you. All right, we'll try this again. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Well, this is JJ from Raleigh. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you called and weren't speaking. Is that what it was?
I was trying to give you the cold shoulder.
Oh, okay. Well, I felt it. Actually, it's getting a little warm in this room, so I could do something cold right now. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, JJ?
I have a couple of topics that I'd like to speak with you briefly about.
Yes, sir.
Number one is FBI Director Wray. His response to the Inspector General report was just absolutely ridiculous, and he's trying so hard to put a positive spin and make his bureau look okay when they're so far from okay. This boy needs to go. He needs to pack his bags and head on down the road and go side with the Democrats like he wants to.
Well, his attitude is that the people that they want to please, and he said this, the people that he wants to please are judges and prosecutors and lawyers. What the hell happened to the average American citizen who expects a fair and just system and whose taxpayer money goes to pay the FBI? What about those people? What about us peons out here?
Seems to me we got lost in the shuffle, as is often the case in Washington politics and bureaucracy.
These guys
Item number two,
go ahead.
As far as separating folks at the border from their children, Donald Trump pulled the slickest move I've seen him do yet in his presidency by causing the libs to first celebrate and then turn around and sue, thus showing what fascists they are.
Does anyone really believe they give a darn about the kids?
Of course not. This is going to bite them in the November elections, and I'm here to tell you. Let me put on my prophecy hat. Now, let me get the tinfoil out here.
Oh my God! Well, you know what? Guess what? No, I got to interrupt you here because the rabbi has a meeting today. He can't call the show. So you're going to be the prophet of this show. But I hope people like yourself, if you're going to be a prophet, it's got to come true. So be careful, JJ.
I will put my tinfoil hat on, and
yes.
I will prophesy right now. I think this thing is going to be orchestrated to come to a head just before the November elections. And I prophesy that we're going to see a red sweep like nobody expected.
You know, I'm tending to lean that way. I think the Republicans are going to stay in power. How big it's going to be, I don't know. But people are beginning to get what's going on. Even moderate Democrats are saying, what the hell has happened to my party?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And by the way, towards the latter part of the show, we're going to be putting that walking away thing on there for anyone still considering being a Democrat after what they're seeing. Walk away, baby. Walk away.
Run away if you possibly can. Walk if you have to.
That's right. JJ, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And you're going to be in later?
I will swing by about 10 o'clock and be looking forward to seeing you.
All right, great. All right, JJ is going to make an appearance on the Dave Weinbaum Show again.
Live.
God bless you, Dave. Good
son of a gun's a winner. All right, I don't know if he's a prophet or not, but he's a winner. That's for sure. Thank you, JJ. You want to call a show, be a star like JJ, call 573-364-4433. And I think we're getting ready for our first break. So, Stan, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Don't forget the phone number, 573-364-4433, to get it off your chest.
When it comes to making travel plans, Trips and More Travel Agency of Rolla has skilled agents to help you plan that perfect getaway. With over 27 years of combined experience, the agents are dedicated to providing you the highest quality of customer service, specializing in custom travel, family vacation, and destination weddings. Trips and More can make your vacation unique and fun. Stop in today at 116 West 8th Street in Rolla. Or call 314-3300. That's 314-3300.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Shadowwood Pet Resort. But Ralphie tells me only on their supervised nature trails, and it's back to their warm and comfy condos with food, water, and treats for any length stay. And they separate dogs by size. Now a condo for cats in a different room. Great assortment of food, toys, collars, and bowls. Tell them Ralphie sent you and get a free treat. 368-4866. That's 573-368-4866. 11420 Cedar Grove, where your pets might be having a better time than you.
Owning a business can be tough, and knowing what insurance you need can be confusing. Help is here with the Daniel & Henry Company. Daniel & Henry Company is an independent insurance broker providing a full range of risk management and insurance products and services for clients locally, nationally, and internationally. They find cost-effective solutions for your business and personal needs, from work comp, general liability, property and auto, and all points in between. Protecting your business is their business. Call Richard Boyette at the Daniel & Henry Company today, 314-444-5011.
Welcome to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Tonight's feature is Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, featuring their greatest hits, guaranteed low prices, guaranteed work, and their r1 hit, locally owned and operated. So call and get your tickets to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, 364-9101. That's 364-9101. Melrose Asphalt is a local business and not an actual rock band.
The Akar Real Estate sign in the yard is your first step to sold. Whether buying or selling, put the best team of realtors to work for you. Akar Real Estate is the top-selling real estate agency in 4 counties. They work diligently to make your real estate transactions happen. Independently owned and operated for over 12 years by Delek Akar, broker-owner. When you want results that move you, call the professionals at Akar Real Estate at 368-SELL. That's Akar Real Estate at 368-7355.
Sales results obtained from Maris Incorporated. Hillcrest Pharmacy and Optical in Rolla invites you in to experience local hometown service, friendly staff that you build a friendship with over 60 years of solutions, and service you don't get in a chain store. When you buy local, the money stays here. And now with free delivery to the local area, Hillcrest service just got better. Shorter wait times. Large chain stores look at you as business. To Hillcrest, you're people they love to serve. Call today at 341-2020 or stop in on Highway 63 in Rolla. Hillcrest Pharmacy and Optical, hometown service you can count on.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.com, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
Now, is this the same Lisa Page that Andy McCabe used to leak information to a news outlet?
She was his special counsel, and as we indicated in our earlier report, she was the individual through whom he provided that information.
Wasn't there also a text about an insurance policy in case Trump won in a meeting in Andy's office? She was part of that text string too, wasn't she?
Correct. That was on August 15.
All right, so this August 8 text was not the only time FBI lawyer Lisa Page was able to use the text feature on her phone. This is the same Lisa Page who admonished the agent interviewing Hillary Clinton not to go into that interview loaded for bear because Clinton might be the next president. And it's the same Lisa Page who said Trump was loathsome, awful. The man cannot become president. Clinton just has to win. And that Trump should go F himself.
No political bias. Am I getting that right? No political bias is what the IG said. I mean, Trey Gowdy goes on. I've got him in about 3 or 4 more bits, and he's going to show you what's happening. All right, I'm going to take this call right now because now all of a sudden the phones are ringing off the hook. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Oh, I guess not. All righty. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Sandra Miller, and I'm calling in to congratulate you guys. I'm the crossing guard in Salem, and I seen the owner of the station at Cedar Grove, and I know you're celebrating your big birthday tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm just letting everybody know that the float is going to be awesome.
All righty.
It's at like perfect level. There's not going to be a lot of, it's going to be great. So.
Well, thank you very much for
down there tomorrow.
For pointing that out. And Stan, tell them just briefly what's going on with that, all right? We'll interrupt our show for this.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to have our 20th anniversary party or birthday party down at Jason Place. And it's right down there by Acres Ferry. And tomorrow morning around 9 to 10, they're going to put in and at Cedar Grove and float down to Acres Ferry. And we're going to have bands starting at around 7 o'clock Saturday night. Cactus will be playing, and the Blues Rollers will be playing. So we'd love to invite everyone to come down and join in on the 20th birthday bash of K-Kid.
Do you need tickets?
Yes, they're $30 a ticket, and that includes one night
How do you
overnight.
Basically,
Basically,
drive
you just
down
come
there and
down
buy
there.
them, huh?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
cool.
just come right up to the door.
All right. I'll be there, too, later on in the night.
Sounds good.
Hey,
that was Angie?
I think it was, yeah.
Okay.
Sarah. No, Sandra Miller.
Sandra.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Sandra
Yeah,
Miller. Okay.
I was thinking of something else.
All right. Well, thinking of other women, are you?
Oh, yeah, you know
there
it.
you go. Listen, I want to get back to this thing about the Democrats are scared to death. A lot of people are scared to death. The DOJ is scared to death. This Rosenstein has been preventing, and the rest of the FBI and DOJ, including Jeff Sessions, who seems to agree with this, they have kept away 90% of what Congress, who is the rightful oversight for the DOJ and FBI, the releases of the information that they need, the documents. And the FBI and DOJ have illegally not turned over these. They are based on... Stan, what is that?
Don't know why it's doing that.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
We're back on the phones again. We're hearing a beeping sound. All right, so the FBI is not turning over anything. The DOJ, hardly anything. 90% of what they requested is not there. They are, and it's not, and they claim, oh, well, it's classified information. Well, the stuff that was unredacted that they didn't want to deliver had nothing to do with things that were classified. Nothing. They were just so darn embarrassing that the FBI, and self-implicating that the FBI did not want to release them. You or I did that, we'd be sitting in jail, probably in solitary confinement somewhere where Manafort is right now. We'll talk about that one later, too. So here's what President Trump could do about it. Do you realize that he's actually the boss of the DOJ? Mm-hmm. That is his under his jurisdiction. Now, he can't probably politically fire Rosenstein, fire Mueller, maybe even not even fire Sessions, but he can order them to release the information. He can order them, give an executive order to them, you release the information, or then I fire you. You don't want to release it? We'll find somebody who will. Because now it's proven that their use of this classified excuse is wrong and it's meaningless. And they're just using it as a cover-up. I'll tell you what. This is forming to a head, and if it does, if Trump and the Republicans play their cards right, but I don't have a lot of faith in the congressional Republicans. No. But if Trump plays his cards right, this thing's going to explode right in the latter summer, and the elections for the 2018 midterms, they are in November.
That's right.
So that's very timely. It's not helping these guys. They are burying themselves with their own shovel. It's amazing. And like I say, Horowitz is still investigating. He's investigating the Mueller-Russian deal. And their privilege now pretty much should be eliminated because they've lied about it. Once you lie about something, the IG should be the one telling them you need to get those across, or I'll subpoena you. I don't think he has a subpoena power, but Congress does.
Yes.
And I'll back Congress up in it. That would not be a good thing for them. You've also got the investigation going on of leaks and the fact that Susan Rice told the Obama administration told people in the Obama administration during the Russian investigation that they were to stop investigating the cyberspace allegations against the Russians. Now, that'll be interesting to see why that happened. Here's what the problem is going to be for the Democrats. They're scared to death. I say that a bunch of Democrats were implicit. Mm-hmm. I say this goes up to Barack Hussein Obama, who in a text message to Strzok and or Page said, I want to know everything that's going on way back in July or August of last year, before the elections, knowing full well that these guys had a plan and they were going to stop Donald Trump from being elected. This could go to the mainstream media and their collusion. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people involved in this coup conspiracy from the other side, maybe even a rhino or two. John McCain, who was helpful in getting the dossier to the FBI.
Right.
There we go. All right. I think I'm going to take a second break right now, and I think we're going to come back with... who should I come back with? Let's do... Why don't we do... I got a surprise for everybody today. I've got this new talent. I'm kind of a... You know, when I do stuff, when I interview people... Oftentimes I get shocked at the fact that they're so smart in what they know. Mm-hmm. But also they have other passions.
Right.
And I found somebody who has another passion. And sometimes you find excellence in places that you don't even figure. So we're going to hear from somebody who's been oftenly appeared on this show. And they've got a song that's come out that's a Janis Joplin song.
Yes.
What are you laughing at? Why are you laughing? No, it wasn't Lisa Spicer. That's not funny.
You're funny.
Well, okay, maybe. Funny looking? How do you mean that?
Around
funny
the bush,
looking?
Not telling anybody.
Is she talking to me?
So, yeah.
Well, I'm looking
Is
right
she
at
talking
you.
to me?
I'm looking right at you.
Is she talking to me? What the hell's going on with that?
Yes,
Stop
I
that.
am.
Talking to me? Are you talking to me?
You want a piece of me?
Yeah. She probably kicked my ass. She knows she can kick my ass, and that's a problem. That's not good. Anyways, where was I? Oh, we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back. I think call the show 573-364-4433. We got another fabulous McDonald's $35 gift card. And, come in and try the fresh beef. It's delicious. Just ask Stan over here.
Yeah.
All right. Remember, get it off your chest.
Cox Brothers Service Company, located in St. James, is there when you need them. Cox Brothers staff is focused on delivering professional restaurant and refrigeration equipment, services, and installation to the local service areas and beyond. Keep your business running right with the professionals at Cox Brothers Service Company. Give them a call at 573-368-4083. And as always, they thank you for your continued support and patronage.
Whether you're planning a small family get-together or a large company gathering for the holidays, Lucas Wine & Spirits has what you need, plus great gift ideas, too, at Lucas Wine & Spirits Superstore, 15678 Manchester Road, where the smart people shop.
And now you can shop online at lucasliquorstl.com. With a superstore inventory, Lucas Wine & Spirits is sure to have just what you're looking for. From beer, wine, and all your spirits. Lucas Liquor in Ellisville on Manchester.
Price Chopper in Rolla for the best quality products and the freshest produce in the area. With a full-service deli, bakery, and butcher cafe, you can feed the whole family with ease. Cold cuts to sushi, barbecue, and a huge salad bar. Kick back and relax and enjoy your lunch in our dining room, located in Forum Plaza on Forum Drive in Rolla. Don't forget to sign up for a rewards program and save money on groceries today. For orders and catering, give them a call today at 573-364-1771. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Price Chopper in Rolla.
The Flooring Factory Outlet in St. James has the best prices and the biggest selection in the area, and they can save you the most money. From incredible ceramic tile to hardwood, carpet, and laminate, the Flooring Factory Outlet can do the deal. So if you need flooring, they have it. Open Monday through Friday from 9 till 5 and Saturday from 10 till 4. Easy to find at 1111 West James Boulevard in St. James or call 265-1111. The Flooring Factory Outlet, the #1 flooring store in the area.
Every business needs just the right sign to get people into your business. Missouri Neon Outdoor is here to help. Missouri Neon Outdoor has been family-owned and serving the Ozarks for 80 years. Outdoor advertising remains one of the most cost-effective ways for businesses to build awareness and drive customers to their door. And they offer billboard coverage in over 25 counties in southwest Missouri. Missouri Neon Outdoor has an expert creative staff that can design a great look for you. Call today for available locations in your area. 1-800-788-1778. Come see the professionals at Brown Vet Clinic of Rolla, where they promise to place your pet's health and wellness above all considerations. They communicate openly with you about the individual preventative needs of your pet and help protect them from common infectious and contagious diseases while using the best available methods, no matter how big or small the animal. The staff is there to help you 24/7 and will get you an appointment as quickly as possible. Give Brown Vet Clinic a call today for all your animal needs. 364-1919.
For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse. Matt's Steakhouse has banquet facilities for all of your event needs, from small office parties to large wedding receptions and everything in between. Matt's Steakhouse, open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Saturday, located on the Dillon Outer Road in Rolla, just east of exit 189. Call Matt's Steakhouse at 364-1220 to book your next event. For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse.
Reality check number 31. New cars can go from 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. Why can't new car loans move like that? At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. We may look like typical bankers, but when it comes to car loans, we're downright speed demons. We approve loans in record time, so you can get that new baby on the road ASAP. And by the way, you really do look good in that new ride. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.com, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
Now, most of those comments were before the Clinton investigation was over. And we are somehow supposed to believe that she did not prejudge the outcome of that investigation before it was over. She already had Hillary Clinton winning. I don't know how you can win if you're going to wind up getting indicted and or plead guilty or be convicted of a felony. So, I think we understand the first half of that text pretty well. She didn't want Trump to win, and she wanted Clinton to win. Now for the response. Senior FBI agent Peter Strzok wrote, no, he's not. We'll stop it. Now, I think this is the same Peter Strzok who worked on the Clinton email investigation. Do I have that right?
That's correct.
Same Peter Strzok who not only worked on the Russia investigation when it began, but was one of the lead investigators at the inception of the Russia probe. Do I have the right Peter Strzok?
That's my understanding.
Now, is it the same Peter Strzok who was put on the Mueller special counsel team?
Yes.
No, he won't. We will stop him. Peter Strzok to Lisa Page. Mm-hmm. But there's no bias here. You can't. That's not bias. It's the definition of bias. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, Chuck from Rolla.
Hi, Chuck. What's going on?
I've got an idea that would fix the illegal immigration problem.
Okay.
If when they come across the border, if we give them the option to either get on the bus that's just across the way there, across the parking lot, get on the bus, and they'd be loaded on a military transport and hauled to Guantanamo. They can spend 5 or 6 months in Guantanamo while they get their immunizations and check out their health and check out their claims for citizenship, eventual citizenship or whatever, and once they pass Guantanamo, then they can be brought back in again. But I think a lot of them would decide to stay in Mexico if they had to go to Gitmo for several months.
What are you kidding me? Club Gitmo?
Absolutely.
where they cater 3 meals a day, you get religious services, you get TV, you get to play computer games. You're on a lovely island of Cuba where you can go snorkeling and deep sea fishing. Compared to the places where they live, I don't know. That might be a pretty good option, quite frankly. That could be the new Ellis Island.
Absolutely. When the immigrants came back before 1934, they had to go through Ellis Island and spend a couple weeks on Ellis Island while they checked out their health and whatnot for diphtheria and typhoid and everything. And they were quarantined if they had any of those.
I tracked my grandfather to there via the Ellis Island records when we were in New York a couple years ago, 1909, from Ackerman, Russia, which means that actually, I'm a Russian American, and I've been colluding with myself all these years. So Mueller has called. I've avoided him thus far. But thank you. I don't think that's a bad idea, quite frankly.
Yeah.
So thank you for your thoughts, Chuck. And you are in the contest, buddy.
Very good. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, you want to call a show and be a star like Chuck, call 573-364-4433 to get it off your chest. All right, we're going to play. We're going to do the Mitch Weinbaum, whose aunt, Anna Weinbaum Perez, called from California a couple weeks ago. And there's Weinbaums all over. It's a very rare name. So somewhere along the line, we're all probably related. So, but Mitch is a real sharp guy. He's 22 years old. But as I say, he reads at a much higher level. So you're going to hear from Mitch Weinbaum, and then later on you're going to hear from Dr. Amy, and then the love goddess, Deanna Lorraine. So here we go, Mitch Weinbaum.
There's no business like show business, like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing, everything that traffic will allow. Nowhere could you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow. There's no people like show people. They smile when they are low.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, comedy writer, director, producer, teacher, a millennial who at the age of 22 reads at a 25-year-old level. Expert, all things show business, Mitch Weinbaum. Hello, Mitch.
Hi, Dave. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Great. Hey, The Incredibles 2, you saw it. What do you think?
I thought that it was incredible, and after someone that grew up with The Incredibles, and I was definitely in line for these 14 years waiting for this movie to come out, waiting to know what happens, and I felt completely fulfilled. It was a wonderful story. Pixar did it again.
How do you rate it with the first one?
I'm sorry, how do I rate it with the first one?
How do you rate it with the first one? It is a sequel.
It's interesting. I think I like the first one better. I think that there was more action in it, if my memory serves me right. And there's definitely less like fight sequences in it. However, the like superhero action sequences in this film are far superior to the ones in the first film, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's sort of a double-edged sword. But I definitely like the first one more. But it is certainly as good as the first one, and you can easily make a case that it's better.
Yeah, how'd you like the baby? See, I've seen it too, so I confess. The little baby, yeah.
Yeah, Jack is a great little character. He was his powers were such a neat addition to the film. Pixar's got some great storytellers over there.
And nobody ages. They're all the same age.
No, nobody ages. That's 14 years, and they all look exactly the same and sound exactly the same.
Yeah, I loved it too. Hey, you said last week that millennials love to hate Trump.
Yes.
What policies of his do they hate?
You know, it's not his policies. It's his communication. Because you say to millennials, why do you hate Trump? And no one can really give you an answer. Nobody can really give you an answer as to why they hate this administration or why they hate the man himself. The best answer that you'll get from a vast majority of millennials is just, well, he's dumb. He's dumb. I don't like his tweets. I don't like, this and that. They'll go on for hours and hours about it without actually giving a real explanation. So I've just sort of come up with the idea that they just enjoyed it. They enjoy the hatred. They like.
Well, that begs the question: where do they get their news?
I don't think. I think their primary source of news, which is unfortunate, but I'm being quite honest. Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Okay, Twitter. So Trump is on Twitter. That should be kind of cool.
Which I think is a cool concept. I partially agree with his communication. I think he doesn't always put his word things properly. I think he's much more like he's much less of a diligent speaker than presidents we've had in the past. He's much more right on, hitting the nail on the head and getting right to the point and no BS. And so I think that's part of the things that a lot of people my age don't like with him, and it's part of my problem with him. I think that the idea of a president using social media to just go over the media's head and say, okay, this is really my uncensored thoughts and comments, and there's no team or anyone behind this. This is just me sitting at my iPhone, sitting at my computer, typing the words that you're seeing on your screen is a powerful idea, though.
Hey, another subject here. Our population, Mitch, isn't even replacing itself. We're on our road to extinction, actually. Is there any hope for the millennials to breed?
I don't know. Millennials are stopping. Millennials aren't having children. That's a big problem. Millennials aren't having kids.
Yeah.
They're because we're bred. It starts in our schools. We're bred to be on like these career paths, and we're bred to believe that we can do anything and put our mind to anything. And part of that again is a very powerful idea, and it's helped me greatly and to make strides at a very young age. But I think the problem is people are taking it very seriously, and they're replacing career and placing career over family, and that's a problem actually.
It's a huge problem.
I don't know if there's hope. Maybe. I hope so.
You guys got to start messing around a little bit more. Come on.
Yeah, I guess I'm
what the hell's the matter with you? You're kids.
Yes.
You're going to waste all your sexual energy on a career, and then you're not going to say, not tonight, honey. We'll be saying that for the next 30 years. Not good. Hey, Peter Fonda.
Nobody's getting married.
Peter Fonda said Barron Trump should be ripped from his mom's arms and put into a cage with pedophiles. Yet,
took it way too far.
He's got a Sony movie coming out this weekend. Should Sony pull the plug on that like ABC canceled Roseanne?
Yes, Sony should absolutely pull. If the standard was set with what Roseanne said, the same should be true. Which I think what Peter Fonda said, I think is far worse than the Roseanne comment. Sony should, if Sony knew what was good, they would just pull his movie. I really believe that. He took it very far.
Okay, Mitch, I'm going to leave you with this one thought for your young and impressionable mind.
Absolutely. Lay it on me.
You can't be a brain surgeon without an open mind. Mitch Weinbaum, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Dave.
All right, thank you so much, all the way from Connecticut. All right, show business guy right here. Thanks, buddy. Have a great weekend.
Yep, you too.
And, possibly a relative. Why am I hearing an echo? Is there a reason?
How's that?
Hello. Oh, yeah, that's much better.
All right.
What the hell was that? Anyways.
Well, it's just a different setting for the headphones.
All right. Hopefully they can hear me out there now, too.
They can.
All right. So we're back on the show. The owner of the station, Steve Wheeler, isn't here. I don't know whether he's spying on me or not.
I did. He's checking on his guy. Make sure I'm doing her job.
Okay. Hi there. Welcome. I'm sorry. I kind of ratted out Stan again. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, Lee from Richland.
Yeah, Lee from Richland. How you doing, buddy?
All right. All these people that's down here complaining at the borders about these children, it's good to see them with that attitude, because I'm sure they're going to join up with the pro-life movement and also help that fight, too.
Yeah, isn't it incredible that you bring up a great point? Planned Parenthood is crying about the caged children. It has helped murder 8 million babies, boys and girls, and then sells their body parts. That is the top thing I've ever heard hypocritical. Is it not?
Oh yeah, it's just disturbing. The attitude, the way people think on things. But anyway, that's my point.
All right. Well, you make a good point, Lee. And we have here in the studio, by the way, we have a very important and dignified gentleman.
Well,
we're not going to see him right now, but we will see J.J. Bradshaw, who has just sauntered into the studio and will be coming in right now as I speak, so I can make a presentation to J.J. And this is what happens when you're not only a good, loyal fan of the Dave Weinbaum Show, but also a self-appointed prophet. So here we are. JJ, on behalf of this radio station, K-Kid 92.9, and all my listeners and sponsors, I am awarding you with the fabulous $35 McDonald's gift card.
I am humbled.
Yeah, we're gonna make this like stand-up comedy. Yeah. Here, say a few words.
Stuff a mic in my mouth and see what comes out.
No, we're not going. We're not going there.
There we go.
All right, buddy.
Perfect, Lisa.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Bless you, Dave.
Always, yeah. Thank you, my friend, and great friend to the Dave Weinbaum Show. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
All right, and you will be splattered all over Facebook by noon.
Oh.
Something I'm sure the FBI would be interested in. He tells me he travels a lot because he's retired and stuff like that. But I think he's running from something. I don't know. Yeah, it's a little scary about him. So, anyways, we're back on the show, and I have no echo in my ear now, and I have another caller. Life is good. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Randy in St. James.
Hi, Randy. What's up, buddy?
Much, man. Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, I wanted to comment on the FBI stuff. I don't understand why they're not giving it up, other than there's something to hide, of course. However,
giving what up exactly?
Giving up information that the Senate committee has requested, for years.
Yeah.
And I believe that they should start subpoenaing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People, and including some of the lower level FBI agents that knew what was going on, and they are disgusted. They don't want to come forward because of retribution.
Well, yeah, but
However,
you know what?
If they're subpoenaed, then their lawyers are, taken care of and by the government and that.
See, there's going to be a fight over that, whether their bosses can allow them to accept this subpoena, I think. But, there's something to what you're saying, Randy. Let me finish my thought. Because they sign, FBI agents, the people that are in the field, all the great, agents that they have, they sign an oath to protect this country from attack from foreign and domestic enemies. So when somebody tries to perform a coup over our government, and they happen to be in the FBI, Peter Strzok, Lisa Page, Jim Comey, maybe Mueller,
Mueller.
Yeah.
Mueller.
Yeah.
Thanks, Randy.
Even
Randy's
Randy's throwing in his Forrest Bueller imitation of Mueller. Boy. So you see what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely.
They have an obligation to step forward and say something, even at the risk of their jobs. I mean, I know that's tough.
They are afraid to.
Would I be willing?
They are afraid to do so.
Would I be willing
that's
to stand
bad.
up against power and do that kind of thing? I've done it.
I would in a heartbeat.
done
I'd
it.
have a great book deal.
I've done it. All right, I've done it a number of times in my business life and my personal life, and I believe I'm actually doing it right now. There's a lot of people don't want me on the air. You know, I was boycotted.
Not me.
Well, I know it wasn't you, although I heard suspicious talk about you on CNN.
Randy Johnson running around.
Yeah, CNN. Yeah, wasn't he the great pitcher for the Arizona team? There
Absolutely.
we
He's
go.
the one that hit the bird.
Yeah, are you
Remember
related?
the pitch that hit the bird?
So he hit the basketball player? Oh my God, I didn't know
No,
that.
Actually, he got the talent.
Yeah.
I got the looks. Okay,
Yeah. And that's why you're calling on a radio show and not appearing on a television program, right?
Absolutely.
All right, Randy, you're in the contest, buddy. Thanks for your great addition. Did you have anything else to say? Well, you don't now because we can't understand you. Okay. All right, thanks. Appreciate it, Randy. We can't understand you. Yeah, well, go ahead. I can't hear you now.
Get signal, Dan.
All right, the call's off.
Bye.
See ya.
Now we've got him.
Yeah, all right, that's fine. We'll go on.
I was thinking
we'll
he
go
was
on
gonna,
for another day where we can hear him clearly.
I figured
all the way.
Probably mentioned that Trudeau up there in Canada was going to legalize marijuana in Canada.
Yeah,
and he's with an organization that is all for that. So, but anyway, I figured he'd try to bring that up, but he didn't.
Really?
So yeah.
What are you arranging these calls?
No,
I'm getting
no.
suspicious now. Is this a conspiracy?
No.
For the marijuana industry?
No.
Oh my God, this is terrible.
No. 30
my
years
own
ago.
show. 30 years ago. All right.
Yeah. All right.
All right. But it was in a lake somewhere. My father used to tell me this. He tried it once. All right.
In the middle of a lake.
He was in the middle of Lake Michigan where it was legal.
Oh yeah. Well.
So full of it. My own father. Anyways, what do we got here? We're going to go to a break shortly, and then we're going to come back with this great talent that has just been discovered.
Yeah.
All right, and she's going to be singing on this show, and you tell me what you think. All right, and I'll tell you afterwards who it is. But
now, will we call that as content if they call in and give us their opinion?
Oh, absolutely.
Get them in on the contest. Yeah. So whether
you want to call the show 573-364-4433, where you want to get it off your chest, and you want to be eligible to win the fabulous $35 McDonald's gift card. All right, where you can go in and try our fresh quarter pounders with cheese. Oh, they're good.
Yeah.
All right. So we talked about Planned Parenthood. Now, Manafort, the allegation is that he was trying to fix his case by calling up potential witnesses. But the proof was very scant. According to Alan Dershowitz, the Harvard law professor, who happens to be a liberal. And so what do? Mueller and a judge have him thrown in jail without a hearing, without a trial. So here's a guy that's been accused of things that happened way before he was with the Trump campaign, years and years before, and by the same Obama-appointed judge who exonerated Hillary Obama over the murders of our ambassador to Libya and 3 others in Benghazi. All right? So the fix was in here, all right?
Right.
So this guy's not only in jail, he's in solitary confinement. No jail, no trial. What the hell's going on? No hearing. No nothing. Okay?
I thought that was illegal.
Well, one would think, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And Hillary is still out there.
Yeah.
And Hillary was never a target of the email investigation. How that happened is beyond us, except for, well, maybe political bias? You thought she was going to win?
Well, even when she talked to the FBI, she wasn't even recorded.
Absolutely. All right, so we've got this thing where Manafort is now in there, and then ABC advertises on their show that Manafort is in jail for 5... What's that crime called? 5 manslaughter crimes. Manslaughter.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. He was never accused of that. Never. It actually was on television. ABC News. You think they took it down? I don't think so.
I don't know.
All right, well, we're going to take a break right now, and we're going to come back with news about Roseanne. We're going to come back with this great singer. We've got the Walk Away, hashtag Walk Away segment going to come up very soon, and we're going to keep hearing from Kurt Gowdy and the frauds on the Dem side who were talking about illegal immigration in a whole entirely different way just very recently. All right, we're going to be right back. Don't forget the phone number, 573-364-4433, to get it off your chest.
At Premier Title Group, we realize that one of the most important decisions in your life is when you purchase or sell your property. We strive to treat each customer like they are part of our family. At Premier Title Group, we offer quick yet very accurate title searches and will close your real estate transaction in a timely manner. With unmatched customer service, you'll find that we truly live up to our motto, providing you with a premier experience during your real estate transaction, serving Phelps and its surrounding counties. Remember, when it comes to title insurance, you have a choice. Choose Premier Title Group. May God bless our troops and our emergency responders.
If you're remodeling your home, then you are going to want to start from the bottom up and get some new flooring at the Flooring Nook in Rolla. Oh, you went to a big box store. How'd that go?
Excuse me, sir. I need some help picking out flooring. Oh, yeah. I'm in lawn and garden, and I'm on break. I'll get somebody.
And then no one ever comes.
Sir, the store is closing. You're going to have to leave. Should have went to the Flooring Nook.
Yes, you should have. See the folks that actually want to help with your flooring needs at the Flooring Nook.
Stop in at 2077 Old St. James Road or find us on Facebook.
Dependability for the road ahead. The 2018 Chevy Silverados receive 18% of MSRP cash back on most 2018 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LTZs with GM financing. That's right. Save up to $10,500 on a 2018 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LTZ Z71. Visit Fairground Auto Plaza for full details. Chevy, find new roads.
When it comes to investing, here's something to think about. First, are you satisfied with results? Has your advisor taken the time to learn your investment objectives and devised a plan for achieving them? If you answered no to any of those questions, it's time to call St. Louis money manager Lindbergh Capital Management at 314-416-0055. You'll quickly see the difference. They take the time to get to know you, learn your goals, and what's appropriate for you. Call Lindbergh Capital Management today at 314-416-0055.
Hi, this is Sarah Weinbaum, massage therapist at Lavish Day Spa, formerly known as Terra Day Spa. Come visit me at our all-new location on North Bishop next to Steak and Shake. Come take your stress and worries away with our full-service salon and day spa, featuring discounts on Dermalogica and other skincare items offered with a purchase of a facial. New location, same number, 364-0905. Come sail away at Lavish Day Spa in Rolla.
With over 30 years in St. James, Leo Cardetti's Flag and Flagpole Company is the area's original flag store. From the U.S.-made original American flag, every state flag in the country, to military, school, and custom business flags, Leo Cardetti's Flag Store is a place to go. With a full line of commercial and residential flagpoles and accessories, along with seasonal flags, patriotic decorations, shirts and hats, and much more than just flags. Easy to find, 210 North Jefferson Street in St. James, or call 800-532-FLAGS. 800-532-FLAGS.
Fixing your computer should be as easy as learning your ABCs, right? Wrong. The easiest way to fix a computer is to take a hammer to it, but that doesn't fix anything. So go back to the ABC basics, or really just the A, like an A1 Tech of Rolla LLC. A1 Tech takes the stress out of repairs for you with quick turnaround on all electronic repairs. With mobile pickup and on-site services, including evening and weekends, A1 Tech will be sure to have you up and running as quickly as possible. Give them a call at 458-9175 or visit a1techofrolla.com.
Does your trip to the dentist office sound like this? If so, it's time to come see the friendly staff at Forum Dental, where they make dentistry simple and fun. Forum Dental is committed to patient satisfaction and high-quality dental care. So come to Forum Dental, where they do it all, from teeth cleaning and whitening to bridges and crowns and so much more. At Forum Dental, they make every dental experience a pleasant one. Forum Dental, working together to be better. Visit their website at forumdental.com.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.com, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
Open borders.
Borders.
That's a Koch brothers proposal. The
Really?
idea, of course, I mean, that's a right-wing proposal which says essentially there is no United States.
But it would make a lot
me.
of global poor richer, wouldn't it?
And it'd make everybody in America poor. Then you're doing away with the concept of a nation state. Which we would love as an open border policy. Bring in all kinds of people who work for $2 or $3 an hour. That would be great for them. I don't believe in that.
We must create a system that converts the current flow of primarily low-skilled illegal immigrants into the United States into a more manageable and controlled flow of legal immigrants who can be absorbed by our economy. Let me elaborate. The first of these 7 principles is that illegal immigration is wrong, plain and simple.
What about the children, Chuck and Bernie? What about the kids that get taken away from their parents?
KKID, Salem, Rolla.
God, this is horrible, Stan. The kids, the poor kids, they put them in cages.
He changes his story so often, I can't keep up with
Well,
him.
they all do, and it's so much garbage from Clinton, Bill, and Hillary, and I got Obama coming up, too, saying the same crap. Obama's out there in 2010, 2011, when they're telling him to do exactly what Trump did, which was overrule some of the immigration stuff that caused these kids to be separated from, well, whoever brought them in, because 80% of the time it's not their parents. You know, these kids, 8 out of 10 of them are either sent alone, or they're escorted by people who aren't their parents, who are using these kids to get into the country. You know? So it's all BS. Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, here's a news flash I just got from Drudge. This just in: Supreme Court, you need a warrant to listen to a phone call. You can't just have these intel operations where there's no warrant. So I wonder if that's related to the Trump case. Do they have a warrant to listen in on his phone calls? And the next candidate in another campaign for the presidency of the United States of America? Was there a warrant, or was it just an intel operation that they utilized, the Trump administration, to usurp the election of Donald J. Trump, and or if he got elected, to try to get rid of him within months? They started right from the get-go trying to impeach him. Yeah. You know? So here it is. One of the reasons to impeach a guy is you don't like him, but the other reason is to cover up your own crimes. And I'm telling you, from the investigation of Uranium One back in 2009 and 2010, where Mueller was the FBI head and Comey was the assistant director, of the sale of 20% of our uranium to Russian companies, and based on the fact that Hillary got $150 million into the Hillary Foundation right in that period, and Bill got $500,000 for a 1-hour speech in Moscow. I wonder if they paid for his airline too. Yeah. So, you know, here That's incredible. So nothing came of that? Really? Nothing came of that. So she was protected and Trump was attacked, and all that's coming out now. This is why they were so desperate not to let Trump become president and so desperate to get him out, because they're all implicated in this. And America sees it. More and more Americans are getting this because it's coming out of the Inspector General's report, this bias. All right? Slowly it's being revealed, and America is getting it. Even a lot of the Dems are beginning to see that this is not a Republican conspiracy. This was purely a leftist conspiracy to overturn or to stop and then overturn President Trump. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Adolph over in Pulaski County.
Hey, Adolph, what's up, buddy?
Not much. Hey, I got a couple of things I want to discuss.
Sure.
One is Josh Hawley. I think he played a great big political game with Greitens just for his Senate seat bill. So, I'm throwing my support to Mr. Minetti.
All right.
He's a staunch conservative. He's a veteran. I think he's the way to go.
Well, what was Hawley's part in the Greitens investigation? That's what I want to know. He was the AG, right? He's the AG.
He was so interested in campaign financing, and they're all dirty when it comes to that because it takes so doggone much money. And if you twitch a rule here and there, they all get upset over and use it as an excuse.
Okay. So did he prosecute or did he stall?
He just made a big scene after the investigation in St. Louis got started.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about why that came out of St. Louis or not, other than it was...
Well, it did, yeah. I mean, it was a Democratic motivated stuff. I'm just trying to figure out why more Republicans aren't upset by this.
Well, they just figured, we'll let it go with that.
Okay.
The other thing, immigration.
Yeah.
It's so easy to fix. There's no hard thing to fix here. If you're here illegally, you get no benefits.
Yeah.
If you get no benefits, that sends a lot of them right back home where they belong.
Yeah.
You prosecute businesses that don't e-verify. That means no jobs for these.
That's what Hillary used to say, that. Prosecute businesses.
Well, she was right. Once in a while, she was right.
Well.
But see, that was politically correct back then.
Yeah.
Hey, you do those simple things, and the immigration problem goes away.
Well, yeah, but
Whether they need the wall, I don't even think they need the wall. They just need to do the simple stuff, and they won't come over.
It's such a easily emotional charge issued when there are children and families involved, and the Dems know all this, and they do this about every time there's an election to come up. You take one small crisis and you make it into a big event. Exactly. All right. Hey, thanks a lot, Adolph. I appreciate it. Adolph is the chairman of the Republican Party in Pulaski County. Is that correct?
That's correct.
There you go.
Well, you have a great weekend.
And he's a good guy. Say hello to everybody from me there, okay?
Yeah, you betcha.
Right. You have a great weekend, too. And Adolph is now in the contest, along with a bunch of others. And the contest will be open till about, 10 till 12. So that means we got plenty of time to get in. And all you got to do is call the show, 573-364-4433, to get it off your chest. And I think, do we need to do another break, or should we go on to the...
I think we ought to go to that wonderful singer.
Yeah, I want you guys to listen to this, all right? This is a person that's never sold a song that I know of in her life. And I want you to call up and let me know what you think. You will be eligible for the contest. And then we're going to interview somebody right after that, or very shortly after that, okay? So don't forget the phone number, 573-364-4433. Hit it, stand.
Busted for Latin Baton Rouge, waiting for a train. I was feeling near as faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed a diesel down just before it rained, and rode us all the way to New Orleans. I pulled my harpoon out of my dirty red bandana. I was playing soft while Bobby sang the blues, yeah. Windshield wipers slapped in time, holding Bobby's hand in mine. We sang every song the driver knew. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing, don't mean nothing, honey, if it ain't free. And feeling good was easy, Lord, when he sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and my Bobby McGee. From the Kentucky coal mines to the California sun, hey, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul. Through all kinds of weather, through everything we done, hey, Bobby kept me from the cold. One day up near Salinas, I let him slip away. He's looking for that home and I hope he finds it. But I trade all my tomorrows for one single yesterday, to be holding Bobby's body next to mine. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing, and that's what Bobby left me. And feeling good was easy, love, when he sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and my Bobby McGee.
All right. All right, I think, you know what? I think that deserves a little applause, don't you think, Stan?
No, I don't know about that.
Oh, stop. Oh, she was great. She was absolutely, yeah, come on. They love it. What's wrong with you?
I was joking.
Look, Steve Wheeler loves it. He's got 2 thumbs up. Guys, give her another round, for God's sake. It's 2 thumbs up. All right, from nowhere, out of nowhere, ladies and gentlemen. And this woman is my next interview. And it's Dr. PhD Amy Cooper Hakeem from Boca Raton, Florida. Hit it. Ladies and gentlemen, special treat, bad boss expert, sold butcher knives from her car trunk, writer, motivational speaker, and singer, and the shrink to the Dave Weinbaum Show, Dr. Amy Cooper Hakeem. When life turns to lemons, what do you do?
I make lemonade.
All right, so you got a personal story about this?
Oh, I do. I actually shared that in my my interview with Joyce. So my father passed away from pancreatic and liver cancer. And he was young, and he was actually a pediatric oncologist, so he did cancer-related medical help for young children.
And this was fairly recently, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Very sorry about your loss.
Thank you. And so it was very difficult for me because I happened to have an incredibly close relationship with him. He was a mentor of mine, in addition to just being my dad. And just, you don't want someone you love to pass away. And this is an example of something that was honestly really not positive, and it was very hard to live by my credo of positivity and resilience in such an instance when, obviously I wish my dad were here and still around, and so that first number of days after hearing and learning his diagnosis and his prognosis, I said, oh gosh, this is so horrible, and I was crying and sad. And then I realized that, I needed to let those last days, and it ended up being a good 16 months after he was diagnosed, but let that be positive and let him see, instead of seeing sadness, see happiness and the family and the togetherness that he had helped to build, so that he could see that his legacy was in fact moving on. And I know I've spoken on the show about my children. I have 3 kids. So Michael's my oldest. He's 13 now, but it was maybe a year and a half ago now that he wrote this card to my dad when I went up to visit. And in the card, he said something to the effect of, I hope you feel better. And this all came from him. But he said, I just want you to know that, I'll keep doing what you taught me and what you taught my mom. And he went on to list all of these little things that my dad taught him or that my dad taught me that I in turn taught my son. Oh. And it was such a beautiful, moving message. And it was so important. And it really hit me like, wow, this is all anybody really wants. We want to make sure that we matter to someone. We want to make sure that we're able to pass something on and be remembered when we're no longer here.
Well,
and my dad got that, and further, he got to see that he was going to get that. And so that, to me, was a way to see that positivity and the beauty in the bittersweet way of his passing. And it was something that, I'll remember. And my kids still talk about, their grandfather, despite the fact that, that he's, no longer here. So.
Well, that's very special for him that he had children and grandchildren like you and your son. Very special.
Thank you.
My dad's dying bed when he was 72. I told him, I says, Dad, look at it this way. You could have been with Louis the day he got shot. Seriously. It was true. Anyways, wow. Well, that dropped like a rock, didn't it? Okay, well, it's a true story. Hey, Dr. Amy, do you believe in therapy?
Yes.
You do? Okay, well, I kind of figured you did. I thought I would get a yes out of that. My therapist was so picky, she only served complimentary nuts.
Oh, God.
I have to go in there and say, your hair looks really good today. I love the perfume. What a classy pantsuit. Oh, man. What a nightmare. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much to Amy Cooper Hakeem for enlightening us on, well, not so much Bad Boss, but living and living well. Thank you, Dr.
Thank
Amy.
You.
You have a great week. And by the way, what's your book, and where can people find you?
My book is Working with Difficult People, and it's sold anywhere books are sold, in addition to obviously on Amazon and other outlets like that. And there's an audio version, there's an ebook version, and you can find me on CooperStrategicGroup.com. I also am AmyCooperHakeem.com. The handle is Amy Cooper Hakeem on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, all those fun places.
All right, well, you can stop pacing now.
I stopped.
Okay. All right, thank you so much, Dr. Amy. I want a song. I want a rock and roll song. Come on.
Okay, you got it. I'm working on it.
All right, good girl. Good. Thank you, Doctor.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And that song was hers. She did that song. I mean, I was shocked.
She did a great job.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
All right, this is a woman that's got a PhD in Bad Boss, psychology and all that stuff, and how to, workplace. And here's how I realized that she had this. When she calls in for the interview one time, and I answer the phone, I hear singing in the background. And I says, what was that? She says, I was just singing. I says, okay, well, why? She says, well, I like to sing. I was waiting for you to answer and stuff, and I was just singing. And so I says, well, is that one of your passions? She says, oh, yeah, I'd love to sing. I want to go on these contests and, sing. And so she sent me a little duo she had with her dad. And then another song which we played. And then I told her, it's a rock and roll station. Do something rock and roll. Janis Joplin stuff. And sure enough, she sends the Bobby McGee rendition, and I thought that was damn good.
I thought it was, too.
Call the show. Let me know what you think, and you will be eligible for the contest, even though it's not political contest. 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest, But also want to talk about what she said about her father, who she knew was going to die, and the fact that she made a lot of things special for him in between the time that she knew he was going to die and 16 months later. See, this show is about people talking about not just what they're good at, but also what they are passionate about, and it doesn't necessarily have to be related to what they do for a living.
Right.
And I like that. I want to know what people. I mean, after all, what do I do for a living? I'm in the restaurant business, and I have been for 47 years. Is it 47? Yeah, 47 years now. And so, and yeah, I do this. I mean, I like to make money, and whatever I do, I make good money here. But it's not. I'm not doing this for money. I did it for free for 5 years, just to see if I could build an audience. I found out, well, okay, you can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So people, not only do you sometimes have passion, but sometimes along the way, you discover a passion for things that you were sure early on that you would never have a talent for. If you were to ask me 15 years ago, if you thought you could do stand-up comedy and or do the radio or be on television or anything like that, I would have said you're out of your mind. I wouldn't even try. But then every little success, you get a little braver, a little bolder, and you want to reach a little further. And sometimes you fall down. And if you can get up, and weather the storm and just keep being there, just keep showing up, 9 times out of 10, you're going to succeed. Victories often occur when you see no way to succeed, but refuse to give up anyways. All right.
And your message is so good, especially even into these countries that we are in, all over the world, that may not have the same things that America has, but they still have opportunity in a lot of cases, and they can become whatever they want to if they have the passion for it.
That's why I like Donald Trump.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's what he stands for is you don't have to be a victim.
Right.
You can do stuff in this country. If you're black, if you're Latino, if you're poor whites, you can do it. You can do it all night long. All right, enough of that. Who said that? Stop that, Stan. So anyways, we're going to be right back. I think we're going to take a break, and then I got to talk about a friend of mine. He's more of an acquaintance, but he died yesterday evening, and give a little talk about him. People don't probably realize that there was some connection between me and Charles Krauthammer.
Yeah.
And there was, and it's pretty interesting from my viewpoint. All right, call the show, 573-364-4433, and be eligible to win a fabulous $35 McDonald's gift card. Later on in the show, we got she might as well be a doctor. we have the Love Goddess and matchmaker to the Dave Weinbaum Show, Deanna Lorraine, coming up with a very scintillating talk about relationships and sex and all those other good things that go with reproducing, breeding. Can you believe it? We're flunking breeding in this country.
Yeah.
How can you? We have sex urges and we don't use them the right way. That is. Anyways, so she'll be coming up shortly. This is the Dave Weinbaum Show. Get it off your chest.
What does your morning sound like?
Goodbye, baby.
Is she asleep?
Yeah, finally.
Great. I picked up our favorite breakfast sandwiches from McDonald's.
Ooh. Oh.
My turn.
Here's to making your morning routine a little better. Right now, mix and match 2 select breakfast sandwiches, like a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddles, a sausage McMuffin with egg, or a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit for just $4. Breakfast at McDonald's. Single item at regular price. At participating McDonald's for a limited time.
Let the dogs out!
Who let the dogs out? Shadowwood Pet Resort. But Ralphie tells me only on their supervised nature trails, and it's back to their warm and comfy condos with food, water, and treats for any length stay. And they separate dogs by size. Now a condo for cats in a different room. Great assortment of food, toys, collars, and bowls. Tell them Ralphie sent you and get a free treat. 368-4866. That's 573-368-4866. 11420 Cedar Grove, where your pets might be having a better time than you.
Does your trip to the dentist office sound like this? If so, it's time to come see the friendly staff at Forum Dental, where they make dentistry simple and fun. Forum Dental is committed to patient satisfaction and high-quality dental care. So come to Forum Dental, where they do it all, from teeth cleaning and whitening to bridges and crowns and so much more. At Forum Dental, they make every dental experience a pleasant one. Forum Dental, working together to be better. Visit their website at forumdental.com.
Cox Brothers Service Company, located in St. James, is there when you need them. Cox Brothers staff is focused on delivering professional restaurant and refrigeration equipment, services, and installation to the local service areas and beyond. Keep your business running right with the professionals at Cox Brothers Service Company. Give them a call at 573-368-4083. And as always, they thank you for your continued support and patronage.
Why settle for the forecast when you can control it? Hartley's Climate Control is your locally owned heating, air conditioning, plus so much more company. Hartley's offers residential and commercial sales, service, and installation in the areas of heating and cooling, hearth and home, handyman services, and more to the Rolla, St. James, and surrounding areas. Call 573-368-3163 or visit them online at www.hartleyscc.com. Hartley's Climate Control, community-born, community-raised, community serving.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.com, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
And this is not the only time he managed to find the text feature on his phone either. This is the same Peter Strzok who said Trump is an idiot. Hillary should win 100 million to 0. Now, Mr. Inspector General, that one is interesting to me because he's supposed to be investigating her for violations of the Espionage Act at the time he wrote that in March of 2016. He's supposed to be investigating her for violations of the Espionage Act, and he can't think of a single solitary American that wouldn't vote for her for president. I mean, can you see our skepticism? This senior FBI agent not only had her running, he had her winning 100 million to nothing.
And he also texted when he went into a Walmart in Southern Virginia. He could smell the stench of the Trump voters. Now, I, for one, take at least one shower a month. In fact, I had such good ideas while I was in the shower that I may consider another one. Are you okay with that, honey?
There's a lot of talking going on when you shower.
Yeah, and I hate to be interrupted by you. Miss NBA.
How much more?
You talking to me?
I can't. It's a one-sided conversation in there.
You talking to me?
I'm talking to you. That's right.
Oh, my God. It's just a nightmare. Yeah. Anyways.
You talking to me? Are you talking to me?
You want a piece of me? Yeah. All right, there you go. Why does it always come to that in our arguments?
No comment. No comment.
Yeah. You want a piece of me.
I'm not going to call you a piece.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just a sex object, I realize. All right,
Throw me a frickin' bone.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. That's what she says to me. That's what Gracie says. Our new dog. And so Gracie gets in. Look, I came home yesterday from doing the heavy interviewing that I do. And I'm tired, so I go home and I'm napping. And I wake up, and there's the bed, a big dog bed is dragged from the dog room into the living room, and they rip it apart.
Oh, my God.
Rip it apart. And so she comes in and says, what did you do? I said, I didn't do anything. What do you think? I got down on my knees and I tore it apart with my teeth? Yeah, okay. I mean, I was sleeping. So she puts it on Facebook. On Dave's watch.
I saw it.
On Dave's watch, and everybody's commenting about how horrible I am.
Well, you were only 2 feet away, 3 feet away.
Was that necessary to put it on Facebook?
I think so.
All right, so I'm going to find you snoring one night, and I'm gonna put it on Facebook. Would that be okay?
It won't happen.
Oh yeah.
You can't handle the truth.
The truth is, you snore. No, it's much louder than that. I can't do it on the air. My voice is not strong enough to snore that loud. Anyways, now back to reality. An acquaintance of mine, a very famous person, died yesterday night, and his name is Charles Krauthammer.
Right.
And he was iconic. He was really something. And a lot of people loved him. I didn't know him well enough to love him, but I spent 3 good conversations with him at the D.C. offices of Fox News, where he did most of his work. And he's also a Pulitzer Prize winning author. He was brought up Jewish. And he had an accident with, he was diving into a pool. I think he was like 20, 21 years old. And went head on to the bottom of the pool, broke his neck.
Wow.
And he from that point on till he died, was paralyzed pretty much from the neck down. He had some use of his right hand. I mean, it was awkward. I remember shaking hands with him, and it was like he offered it, but it was, you could tell that he was having trouble even lifting it.
Wow.
So here's a guy that not only does he can't move, right? He's in the hospital bed. He's in medical school studying to be a psychiatrist. And he rigs up a system to where people would put papers into the plexiglass above his bed, into something that he designed, to have him be able to read, to study for graduation, to become a doctor and a psychiatrist. And he did. He graduated on time.
Wow.
So then he decides that he's going to get involved in politics. Why? Because a psychiatrist can cure one person at a time. But somebody who is in the public domain, political and otherwise, and able to talk to a lot of different people, can actually make an effect on the whole civilization.
Yeah.
And he did that. And for a while, he was a big liberal. He worked for Walter Mondale as a speechwriter. And then when Reagan got elected, he found himself agreeing with everything Reagan said. So then he kind of switched over to be a conservative. And I come into the picture about 2005 when I started writing for the Jewish World Review online. And I usually try to get my columns in on Friday. Well, that's when his column appeared. And I remember going up to D.C., I think it was either 2005, just when I was starting to write, and a couple other times, 3 times I met with him and talked for 20 minutes to a half an hour. And it was just very interesting, I mean, the first time he met me, he says, are you part of the, what do you call it? Are you part of the tribes? Are you one of the tribes? And I didn't know what he was talking about. Well, that's, stupid me, that's, a reflection on, are you Jewish? All right. And so, I finally got that. And at that point, he probably discounted me as a dope, for not knowing that. But, one time I go up there and I was telling him about a column I was writing about the natural. And this was about Rick Ankiel when he played for the Cardinals and set a record for the most wild pitches in one inning where I was present.
Yeah.
And then he goes off, he disappears for a while, like the natural in the movie, and shows up as a center fielder for somebody. and he has a fairly decent career as a center fielder and a hitter. So I found that Charles wrote the same damn column.
Wow.
Pretty much everything, so I had to wait a week before he put his in, and, so it was very interesting. He was a very bright guy. He was a very nice man. He was a big baseball fan. If I hadn't made plans, he invited me to go to a game once, to Washington Nats, but I couldn't go because I had made an arrangement to meet with my then brother-in-law to have dinner somewhere in D.C., and so it took a pass on that, and that would have been real interesting because I know a little bit about baseball too. So he was a good guy, and I tell you what, the most prideful moments of my life, a couple of them, were the few times that when his column was in the Jewish World Review, my column would either be featured or have a flashy star on it, and his didn't.
Oh, wow.
Okay? So, I mean, okay, that's weird, I realize that, and it's a very,
cool.
It's braggadocious, but you know what? It happened.
Yeah.
And, anytime I can beat somebody who's a world champion, even if it's one time in my life,
yeah,
I mean, I remember things like that.
He was very, very good.
He was excellent. All the people loved him that he worked with.
Yeah.
He'll be missed. And he was excellent. But he was wrong sometimes. He was wrong about Trump.
I agree.
And he didn't get the middle of the country thing. He didn't get the Tea Party thing. Mm-hmm. He thought they were nothing. He missed, like almost everyone does in Washington, D.C. They hang around with the same people: liberal, conservative, Republicans, Democrats, socialists. They hang around with this, and nobody got from the East Coast and the far West Coast the phenomenon of Donald J. Trump. I got it. I live here. I got it way back when I lived in Chicago about the allure of what middle class people want. So, all right, that's my little screed on Charles Krauthammer, and may he rest in peace. And I was very proud to know him.
Yeah.
And he was a good guy. And I've also met and talked with Shannon Bream and Brett. Was it? Let's see.
Bear.
Britt Hume and Brett Baer.
Yeah.
Brett Hume had a couple very interesting. I was led in this to sit on the Chris Wallace show, which was Hume would sub on occasion and all that stuff. And I came in once on, I think it was Easter morning, and Mike Wallace, who is Jewish, by the way, isn't there. And I guess Brett Hume was sitting in for him. And I said, so where's Mike Wallace? He says, well, he's out for Easter. I said, wait a minute, isn't he a Jewish guy? He says, yeah, but he's not that Jewish. This is the cameraman talking. So it was very interesting to sit there and watch. They had teleprompters in these panels where they would read off the teleprompter. I never knew that.
Yeah.
In the commercials, and they talk about Charles in the commercials. They were saying, wow, was that dramatic enough? I mean, it's Juan Williams. I know him too.
Yeah.
Who's become a real...
Unfortunately.
Well, he's playing a role, in my opinion. I mean, he's playing the opposite of what I don't think he actually believes some of the crap that he's saying.
Some of the times he acts like he does, and I just look at him and think, my gosh.
But he didn't talk like that before. No. He didn't. I think he's got a role. I think he's playing a role.
Yeah.
He's playing the offset liberal to the conservatives. And I find it, after knowing him and listening to him in the old days where he was a mild liberal, to find him on the far left all of a sudden, it's just disingenuous, and I don't see that.
Yeah.
Anyways, you want to call the show, 573-364-4433, and join the contest for the fabulous McDonald's $35 gift card. And I think we're going to take a break right now, so call me and get it off your chest.
Reality check number 14. Getting a house loan shouldn't take longer than building your house. At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. We know you're anxious to start building your dream home, so we make loans quick and easy. We don't have to send off to some big city for a decision. Your decision is made here, and your loan stays here. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Whether you're planning a small family get-together or a large company gathering for the holidays, Lucas Wine & Spirits has what you need, plus great gift ideas, too, at Lucas Wine & Spirits Superstore, 15678 Manchester Road, where the smart people shop.
And now you can shop online at lucasliquorstl.com. With a superstore inventory, Lucas Wine & Spirits is sure to have just what you're looking for. From beer, wine, and all your spirits. Lucas Liquor in Ellisville on Manchester.
Price Chopper in Rolla for the best quality products and the freshest produce in the area. With a full-service deli, bakery, and butcher cafe, you can feed the whole family with ease. Cold cuts to sushi, barbecue, and a huge salad bar. Kick back and relax and enjoy your lunch in our dining room, located in Forum Plaza on Forum Drive in Rolla. Don't forget to sign up for a rewards program and save money on groceries today. For orders and catering, give them a call today at 573-364-1771. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Price Chopper in Rolla.
Come see the professionals at Brown Vet Clinic of Rolla, where they promise to place your pet's health and wellness above all considerations. They communicate openly with you about the individual preventative needs of your pet and help protect them from common infectious and contagious diseases while using the best available methods, no matter how big or small the animal. The staff is there to help you 24/7 and will get you an appointment as quickly as possible. Give Brown Vet Clinic a call today for all your animal needs. 364-1919.
If you're remodeling your home, then you are going to want to start from the bottom up and get some new flooring at the Flooring Nook in Rolla. Oh, you went to a big box store. How'd that go?
Excuse me, sir. I need some help picking out flooring. Oh, yeah. I'm in lawn and garden, and I'm on break. I'll get somebody.
And then no one ever comes.
Sir, the store is closing. You're going to have to leave. Should have went to the Flooring Nook.
Yes, you should have. See the folks that actually want to help with your flooring needs at the Flooring Nook.
Stop in at 2077 Old St. James Road or find us on Facebook.
When it comes to investing, here's something to think about. First, are you satisfied with results? Has your advisor taken the time to learn your investment objectives and devised a plan for achieving them? If you answered no to any of those questions, it's time to call St. Louis money manager Lindbergh Capital Management at 314-416-0055. You'll quickly see the difference. They take the time to get to know you, learn your goals, and what's appropriate for you. Call Lindbergh Capital Management today at 314-416-0055.
Hi, this is Sarah Weinbaum, massage therapist at Lavish Day Spa, formerly known as Terra Day Spa. Come visit me at our all-new location on North Bishop next to Steak and Shake. Come take your stress and worries away with our full-service salon and day spa, featuring discounts on Dermalogica and other skincare items offered with a purchase of a facial. New location, same number, 364-0905. Come sail away at Lavish Day Spa in Rolla.
Fixing your computer should be as easy as learning your ABCs, right? Wrong. The easiest way to fix a computer is to take a hammer to it, but that doesn't fix anything. So go back to the ABC basics, or really just the A, like an A1 Tech of Rolla LLC. A1 Tech takes the stress out of repairs for you with quick turnaround on all electronic repairs. With mobile pickup and on-site services, including evening and weekends, A1 Tech will be sure to have you up and running as quickly as possible. Give them a call at 458-9175 or visit a1techofrolla.com.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.com, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
All Americans, not only in the states most heavily affected, but in every place in this country, are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers. That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more, by hiring a record number of new border guards, by deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before, by cracking down on illegal hiring, by barring welfare benefits to illegal aliens. In the budget I will present to you, we will try to do more to speed the deportation of illegal aliens who are arrested for crimes, to better identify illegal aliens in the workplace as recommended by the commission headed by former Congresswoman Barbara Jordan. We are a nation of immigrants. but we are also a nation of laws. It is wrong and ultimately self-defeating for a nation of immigrants to permit the kind of abuse of our immigration laws we have seen in recent years, and we must do more to stop it.
More applause. More applause. All right, you know, that was a standing ovation. That was Bill Clinton back in the and here they're even standing now for Bill Clinton talking about we must stop illegal immigration. Where's the empathy for the kids? Do you hear any empathy for the kids? No, I don't hear a damn thing. And that's when it started. That's when before that even. We're going to enforce this. Immigration's bad. That's Bernie. That's Chucky Schumer. That's Bill Clinton. And there's also Dianne Feinstein said it, and Hillary said it. I mean, I could have filled this whole show with 3 hours of Democrats talking about how bad illegal immigration is. But all of a sudden, it's changed. And here's why it's changed. The blacks are beginning blacks and Latinos are beginning to figure out that the Democrats have no policies other than to keep them as victims, to make sure they can't realize the American dream, to make sure that many of them are either homeless or can't get a job and are dependent upon them for welfare and food stamps, because that's all they've got. On the other hand, you have somebody who's showing them that there is an American dream, that you don't have to be on food stamps all your life. You don't have to be on welfare all your life. You can have the American dream just like he did, just like I did, just like Lisa does, and Stan does. The American dream is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. You can't, there's a reason why everybody wants to come to this country. Well, if you have to feed millions and millions and millions of illegals and their kids, that dream goes away. But the power will reside in those voters who keep voting themselves the entitlements that go with illegal immigration. So you've got to stop it now. You've got to stop it. We want immigration. I am the grandson of immigrants. Lisa Strausser is the great-granddaughter of legal immigrants. Well, in her case, you never know.
They were legal.
But and Stan Hines, I don't know what you.
Yep. Irish.
All right, there you go. So, I mean, it's absolutely that they want us to have victims in this country whom they can buy their vote with all these entitlements. They want your tax cuts. That's the worst thing that can happen to them. Mm-hmm. Because now they're showing people that, well, maybe government isn't that important. Maybe we should be spending more of our money on us that we earn. Maybe we shouldn't be sending all this money to these professional idiots up there in Washington. And some of those are on the Republican side, too. Don't get me wrong here. But as a group, the Republicans at least are not overwhelmingly in favor of a welfare state that eventually becomes Venezuela. Why would we want to go that way? Unless you're the number one person in Venezuela, why would anybody want that?
Well, you notice one thing is that soon as jobs became available, the victim class all kind of changed. And they said, hey, that's what we've wanted for all these years, is a job, a chance to make a living for our family. Good people.
As the president of the McDonald's St. Louis Co-op, I used to, and I dreaded this back then, I used to have to go make speeches. This was in the 90s. Actually, when Bill Clinton cooperated with Newt Gingrich and had some welfare reform where they weaned people off of welfare after 2 years. All right, and I remember going to a meeting before that. It was an Urban League dinner, NAACP dinner or something, giving a speech and watching the people kvetch and moan about, I don't get enough welfare, I need more food stamps, why do you people have everything we don't, and all the victim stuff, to when they did the welfare reform, same kind of a group, mostly black, mostly from the same part of St. Louis, saying, hey, I got a new job. That's paying me a lot of money. Or I open a new business, and I'm kicking butt. I like this. All right?
Right.
That's not what the Democrats want.
No.
So what's happening now is they're seeing that under Trump, a lot of blacks are figuring this out. A lot of Latinos are figuring this out. A lot of minorities who are on welfare are starting to say, wait a minute, he's bringing jobs in. I can get a job. I can be independent of the government. I don't need the Democratic Party to take care of me for my vote. I can do that myself, and I can think on my own. It's not that difficult. And we're going to start, again, this walk away, hashtag walk away, all right, pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. Call the show, 573-364-4433. Still giving away a McDonald's gift card, $35 gift card. So let's get that through. Supreme Court now says, and this was yesterday's headlines. Oh wait, I had another headline here. The majority. Would you quote that poll, please, that I asked you to, Lisa Strasser, about the majority blame the legal parents for the kids?
Yes, Dave, I will.
Okay. What's the matter?
According to a new Rasmussen poll, a majority of Americans blame illegal immigrant parents for the child crisis on the border over the U.S. government.
So we all get that.
Yeah.
This isn't a Donald Trump issue. Why do I have to go back and play all this crap? It's because the Democrats will do anything to maintain power. They will switch any position they have to maintain power. If it looks like it's going to rain outside, and the Democrats say, no way, it's going to be sun, you better bring your umbrella. I mean, they're just anything that will maintain power. And it shouldn't be that way. It should not be that way on either side. All right, so we've got the Supremes now are saying it's okay to tax online businesses. Whoa. Now, last night I'm thinking to myself, this is going to kill the tech stocks, and it's going to enhance the big box stores, the Walmarts of the world, Targets, and malls, and places like that. But apparently, the whole market is up, I think, or it was entering the morning. Mm-hmm. Is it up now?
It's still doing good.
Yeah, still doing good. All right, so you just can't predict these things on a day-to-day basis. I'll tell you what.
That's the truth.
You just can't. It's got to be, if you're going to invest and make a lot of money in the market, which, by the way, I've done pretty well in the market. You put your stocks in and you sit on them. And if, let's say 1 out of 10 is a Walmart or something like that in the beginning. In my case, the one stock that I hit with was Priceline. I hit with a couple of different stocks, but that was one of Priceline. Almost worthless when I bought it. And, I can't, it's incredible how much money I made with that thing. I just sat on it. And sometimes it goes down a lot. And I just sit on it. And just the whole thing of the stock market is the long-term investment.
Right.
Now, Warren Buffett has said, now the market's about 24,600 or 700. He says within 100 years the market will be at 1 million. So go figure that one out. Where are you gonna make money like that? So
it sure won't happen if they impeach Trump.
Well, yeah, it will.
Yeah, eventually.
You're talking about 100 years.
Right.
I made money under Obama.
Yeah.
Because they would never raise the interest rates because it was so bad.
Right.
So the people that made money were the big cats. I'm not considering myself a big cat, but those were the people that he was actually appeasing. Mm-hmm. He wasn't. How did the blacks do? How did the blacks in the inner cities do under Obama?
terrible.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
And how are they doing now under Trump? Exact opposite. The lowest black unemployment rate in history, and he's topped that about 5 or 6 times in a row.
Right.
You know, how do you beat that?
Same with Hispanics.
Yeah. Same with Hispanics and the whole general public.
Women, 44 years, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's done an amazing job with the economy.
Yeah.
And people are seeing this. They're not buying this as much as I thought they would. All this crying. You know why? Because we think that because the MSM, the mainstream media, is so crooked that they're reporting that this is a big deal. You watch these people on these shows, and I've been, it's really hard. It's like the same thing every day. They have this horrible look on their faces. Horrible. And it's just terrible. And Trump is so bad. And now she's wearing a coat that says, I don't care. Well, she's saying, I don't care about you idiots, is what she's saying. Not the kids. She's down there. That's Melania. But anything they can do, and everybody said, well, Barack Obama had bad things said about him too. Well, not like this. I mean, not like these actors and F Trump. That's what's his name out there. A bunch of them are saying that.
Yeah.
But De Niro and Peter Fonda, we're gonna rip Barron Trump away from the 11-year-old Barron Trump away from his mom, and stick him in a pen with pedophiles. And a guy down in Florida, he's threatening to kill a congressman's children because of this. You had that shooter out there in the baseball practice for the Republicans a little over a year ago, and he was inspired by Bernie, and said so on his page. Right. And, if it wasn't for the fact that Scalise was out there on second base, and he had, because of his leadership role, he had protection. Nobody else there had any protection.
Wow.
All right? If it wasn't for the fact of that, a bunch of them would have gotten killed, including my friend's son and Congressman Rodney Davis from Taylorville, Illinois, who's been on the show a number of times. He was the batter in batting practice when the shots started coming out.
Wow.
So, that would have been something. And this is the kind of stuff you get from this vitriol. You get the nuts up. You just raise up the nuts, and it causes these situations. Democrats don't give a damn. As long as it gets some power somewhere. But America's starting to see it. I think they saw it with Trump. They saw what a fraud in the last election that the mainstream media was, and they saw the fraud in the polls.
Well, I read something yesterday about 45% of Democrats are now starting to realize that Trump is right on with what he's doing.
You know what? Why don't you play extra? By the way, we got Deanna Lorraine coming on in about 15 minutes, and she's got a really good interview. But why don't you play the fourth extra.
We're talking about starting Walk Away?
Yeah, I want to start that. Go ahead, start the fourth. This is Walking Away. I want you to listen to this, especially you liberals out there. I know you're listening. I want you to really listen to this and give it an open mind, all right? Hit it.
I staunchly reject racism of any kind. I reject the marginalization of any human being based off of their gender or sexual orientation. I reject tyrannical groupthink. I reject a system which allows an ambitious, misinformed, and dogmatic mob to suppress free speech, create false narratives, and apathetically steamroll over the truth. I reject the acceptance of junk science and superstition to advance ideological agendas. I reject hate. These are the reasons why I became a liberal. And these are the same reasons why I am now walking away.
They're finding that the real hate and the real racism is not on the conservative side. It's not. It's on the liberal side. They're, if you're conservative, you can't speak at certain colleges that are publicly owned. Think about that. Or they'll chase you off. or they'll physically remove you. This is not what America's about. In fact, the ACLU is reconsidering its protection. It's suing to protect people to have their right to free speech. They're going that far left. They're abandoning what their original purpose was, which was people, to uphold the Constitution, to go to the far left. Isn't that incredible? All right? So that was our first segment of that, and that's coming on, and I think we're going to take another break. And I want you to call the show, 573-364-4433, and get it off your chest, all right?
Make a bold impression in your new 2018 Chevy Tahoe from Fairground Auto Plaza in Rolla. Receive 10% below MSRP on all 2018 Chevy Tahoe models. And your new Cruze is waiting for you at Fairground Auto Plaza. Take 20% off MSRP on all 2018 Cruze LT models. Stop by today at Fairground Auto Plaza at 100 Fairgrounds Road in Rolla for full details. Chevy, find new roads.
Who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs out? Shadowwood Pet Resort. But Ralphie tells me only on their supervised nature trails, and it's back to their warm and comfy condos with food, water, and treats for any length stay. And they separate dogs by size. Now a condo for cats in a different room. Great assortment of food, toys, collars, and bowls. Tell them Ralphie sent you and get a free treat. 368-4866. That's 573-368-4866. 11420 Cedar Grove, where your pets might be having a better time than you.
Owning a business can be tough, and knowing what insurance you need can be confusing. Help is here with the Daniel and Henry Company. Daniel and Henry Company is an independent insurance broker providing a full range of risk management and insurance products and services for clients locally, nationally, and internationally. They find cost-effective solutions for your business and personal needs, from work comp, general liability, property and auto, and all points in between. Protecting your business is their business. Call Richard Boyette at the Daniel and Henry Company today, 314-444-5011.
When it comes to making travel plans, Trips and More Travel Agency of Rolla has skilled agents to help you plan that perfect getaway. With over 27 years of combined experience, the agents are dedicated to providing you the highest quality of customer service, specializing in custom travel, family vacation, and destination weddings. Trips and More can make your vacation unique and fun. Stop in today at 116 West 8th Street in Rolla, or call 314-3300. That's 314-3300.
That's the sizzle of McDonald's new hotter and juicier 100% fresh beef quarter pounder burger. Sounds good, right? Hold up, you can't hear that mouth-watering sound or taste that beefy, melty, cheesy deliciousness until you order yours, because that's when they cook it. So if you want to hear this, followed by this, hit this, and turn into McDonald's now. McDonald's new hotter and juicier quarter pounder burgers. So good, they'll leave you speechless. Hotter and juicier compared to prior quarter pound beef patty. Available at most restaurants in contiguous U.S. Not available in Alaska, Hawaii, and U.S. territories.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.com, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
Well, it's the same Peter Strzok who wrote The Bigoted Nonsense of Trump. Trump's a disaster. I have no idea how destabilizing his presidency would be. He wrote, F Trump. Trump is an effing idiot. On the prospects of Trump winning, he wrote, this is an effing terrifying. In addition to seeming to like the F word, I think we have the same FBI agent, Lisa Page, and the same FBI agent, Peter Strzok, working on the Clinton email investigation, the Russia probe, and on Mueller's team. So we have the right text and we got the right people. I want to make sure we have the chronology right. July 5th, 2016, Comey announces no charges for Secretary Clinton, right?
Correct.
July 28th, 2016, the FBI initiates a counterintelligence investigation into Russia and the Trump campaign.
KKID, Salem, Rolla.
All right. So right now we've got Gowdy coming on another, two times or three times. And I think it's becoming apparent how much bias there is. And I just want to give a shout out. I know I've got somebody online with another caller waiting. All right, two online. I love that. I want to give a shout out to Shayna Bathsheba out there in Israel, who's listening to the show. friend of the show, and we appreciate that. And Shabbat Shalom out there. No, the rabbi didn't call, and when he gets back to Efrat, I want you to go and yell at him, okay? And swear at him in Yiddish or Hebrew, whatever you want. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Chester from north of Doolittle.
Hi, Chester. Thanks for waiting. I know about my website.
Oh, no problem.
What's
I
up?
just want to say, one more thing back about how this whole, the media and how Democrats, which are the same thing, are all lying about everything. People need to remember again what just happened with this child separation issue.
Yeah.
When they arresting people at the border, they don't even know if the kid is related to the adult. Right. They don't know if the kid is a hostage. They've been separating as a matter of legal policy for a long time. They separate them and put them into a safe location and hold them while the adults are being processed because they're claiming that they demand asylum, which means that they're required background checks and so on. All kinds of legal work has to kick in.
And a judge ruled during the Obama administration that they had to do it.
Yeah, it was happening all the time. But
Trump broke the law when he went against it.
Yeah, and now the media goes crazy because we're separating, we're tearing the children away from the parents. That's what they're complaining. Okay, so Trump says, I will make an executive order. I will sign it today. And all of a sudden, all the headlines were Trump caves.
Yeah, okay.
And then he signs the order, but the order isn't what they think. The order is, okay, when you go to detention, the child will stay with you.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, within seconds, once they realize that, the Dems are again screaming that he's not letting the illegals go. He's forcing them to stay in detention instead of turning them loose, which is what the whole issue has always been about.
So if you rob a bank and you got a bunch of little kids at home, do they take the kids and throw them in jail with you?
Well, according to what the final version of the Democrats and the media is, they should turn you loose with the children.
Yeah.
That's what they want. They want no law enforcement.
Well, sure. They want free and unmitigated illegal immigration
turn them loose.
Because they've lost their base and they're losing their base.
Yep.
And that's who they're going to count on to put him in office. All right. Thank you so much, Chester.
One related
yes,
thing,
sir.
very short. You and everybody in the audience needs to start remembering this. I'm a 27-year government employee and military and government employee.
Yes.
Do not assume that just because somebody's a federal worker or he's in the military that he's a conservative. There's a heck of a lot of liberals in the military and in the federal government. So all this talk, it's nice to talk about how, well, it's only the guys at the top of the FBI who are screwed up, and all the agents are really good. You got to be careful.
Okay.
That's a pretty bold assessment.
That's a good point.
That's a bold assumption, and it's not a good one at all.
Thank you, Chester. Hi to Martha. Hi, Martha.
Yep.
She answered. All right, thanks, buddy. I got another caller. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Terry, and I'm calling from Stillville.
Hi, Terry. Thanks for waiting, buddy. Appreciate that. What can I do for you?
There's a lot that I'd like to talk about, but I just want to kind of keep it simple.
Okay. I like simple.
Today, when you get your cable channels, you try to get the cheaper packages and that, and usually they'll give you one news network, and I keep going down. If you pay quite a bit, you can get the Fox News, but if you go down, you'll get I think the next one's CNN, and if you go down to that, the last one they give you is NBC. So, and I like to watch the national news to see other stories that's going on in the country, floods and that.
Yeah.
But I tell you, each time that I would watch CNN or NBC, it was constantly bashing the president.
Yeah.
And that's my concern. And then you go to the national news, so you can put it on NBC or CBS at night, and it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, where is the journalist today? Where are the people that, just like the clip you played there a while ago of Clinton?
Yeah.
This immigrant thing is not a new thing.
Sure.
why is he getting all the blame for it? We need better journalism, because I can't see. To me, this is worse than what they're trying to say that the Russians did, because I mean they're really influencing the voters in that by not reporting the news correctly.
You're absolutely right, Terry, and that's why we got to fight back. We got to point this stuff out. That's what this show is all about: pointing out the hypocrisy on the left or the right. But it just seems like so much of it is coming out of mainstream media and the Democrats, who are saying one thing a year ago and another thing today. And it's all about power. It's all about it's not what's in the best interest of the United States. It's about keeping their power. Nothing else. Thanks, Terry. Appreciate it. All right. We're back on the show, and let's see. How are we sitting on breaks, Stan?
Well,
I want a break report.
Well, we've got 2 breaks left, and we've got Deanna Lorraine.
And we got a bunch of extras, too.
Yeah, we do.
All right. Why don't we do a break now, and then we'll come back and do Deanna Lorraine, the love goddess to the Dave Weinbaum Show, and the matchmaker for the Dave Weinbaum Show.
Wait.
What? Okay, so, I want you to call the show, 573-364-4433, and be in on the contest for the fantastic $35 McDonald's gift card. And how are we doing, Stan?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
All right. Okay. So we'll continue to talk. I want to thank, it's give me a good chance to thank some other people here. Kevin and Candace out there in Michigan, Stoney out there in Rolla, Tex in Texas, Politidiva. She's out there in New York, and she always pushes the show. And Karen Lewis and the Dillons, and Stan and Lisa. They also push the show. I appreciate that. So we're going to be right back. Don't touch the dial. Get it off your chest.
What does your morning sound like?
Goodbye, baby.
Is she asleep?
Yeah, finally.
Great. I picked up our favorite breakfast sandwiches from McDonald's.
Ooh. Oh.
My turn.
Here's to making your morning routine a little better. Right now, mix and match 2 select breakfast sandwiches, like a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddles, a sausage McMuffin with egg, or a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit for just $4. Breakfast at McDonald's. Single item at regular price. At participating McDonald's for a limited time.
Who let the dogs out? Shadowwood Pet Resort. But Ralphie tells me only on their supervised nature trails, and it's back to their warm and comfy condos with food, water, and treats for any length stay. And they separate dogs by size. Now a condo for cats in a different room. Great assortment of food, toys, collars, and bowls. Tell them Ralphie sent you and get a free treat. 368-4866. That's 573-368-4866. 11420 Cedar Grove, where your pets might be having a better time than you.
Are you concerned about the quality of your private well water, or do you need water qualified testing for a home loan or a refinance? Ozark Testing, a division of Anderson & Associates, is a state-certified drinking water lab offering testing for total chloroform and E. coli with a 30-hour result turnaround. We also offer engineering, architectural engineering, civil design, land surveying, materials testing, and geotechnical investigations. Please call us today at 573-364-8900 or visit us at 1511 Watts Drive in Rolla for more information.
Does your trip to the dentist office sound like this? If so, it's time to come see the friendly staff at Forum Dental, where they make dentistry simple and fun. Forum Dental is committed to patient satisfaction and high-quality dental care. So come to Forum Dental, where they do it all, from teeth cleaning and whitening to bridges and crowns and so much more. At Forum Dental, they make every dental experience a pleasant one. Forum Dental, working together to be better. Visit our website at forumdental.com.
Cox Brothers Service Company, located in St. James, is there when you need them. Cox Brothers staff is focused on delivering professional restaurant and refrigeration equipment, services, and installation to the local service areas and beyond. Keep your business running right with the professionals at Cox Brothers Service Company. Give them a call at 573-368-4083. And as always, they thank you for your continued support and patronage.
Why settle for the forecast when you can control it? Hartley's Climate Control is your locally owned heating, air conditioning, plus so much more company. Hartley's offers residential and commercial sales, service, and installation in the areas of heating and cooling, hearth and home, handyman services, and more to the Rolla, St. James, and surrounding areas. Call 573-368-3163 or visit them online at www.hartleyscc.com. Hartley's Climate Control. Community born, community raised, community serving.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.com, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
Putting more boots on the southern border than at any time in our history, and reducing illegal crossings to their lowest levels in 40 years. Real reform means establishing a responsible pathway to earned citizenship, a path that includes passing a background check, paying taxes and a meaningful penalty, learning English, and going to the back of the line behind the folks trying to come here legally. And real reform means fixing the legal immigration system to cut waiting periods and attract the highly skilled entrepreneurs and engineers that will help create jobs and grow our economy.
Another standing O, and if you like your doctor, you keep your doctor, and if under Obamacare, well, your premiums will be much lower.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if this guy's lips was, and they call Trump a liar,
right?
Come on. If Trump says, I think it's going to be sunny, and it rains a little bit, he's a liar. He's a bald-faced liar. But Obama, your rates are going to go down, and you can keep your doctor, and you can keep your insurance plan, none of which was true. It could still happen. That's what they're thinking. Oh, my God. It's so different. Trying to argue with these people on Facebook and places like that, it's very difficult.
Well, it gets me, too, as the Democrats, when they talk about someone that has lied, they always want to call it disingenuous. Just call it a lie.
Yeah, right.
I mean, come on.
Well, two more things about Krauthammer, Charles Krauthammer, and then I'll go. The thing I like about what he said, and he didn't say this to me, he said it to Brett Baer in an interview before he died. Obviously, he wouldn't say it after he died, would he?
No.
They asked him, was he thinking of ever retiring? He said, and he responded, you know what? I'm gonna die at my desk, if possible. He didn't, obviously, but he was there. He was close. He was still a writer at the end,
Wow.
And he also said at one time about his being handicapped, paralyzed, better to be paralyzed from the neck down than the neck up.
Yeah.
Pretty darn good.
What an inspiration.
Yeah,
it
was really cool. Yeah, to do what he did, which is a little bit like I do, commentary and stuff.
Right.
I mean, and have him as he was kind of a role model to me.
Sure.
No, he's a younger man than I am. He was 68 when he died yesterday, and I'm almost 70. So it's kind of weird,
Well, he was sort of a colleague in a way, wasn't he?
Well, sure. I mean, we wrote together in the Jewish. I look at it that way. He wouldn't. He probably wouldn't.
Oh, I would say he would. He was a pretty good guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So I think he was a good person. I think he was honest. I think when he was wrong, and I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but when he had to admit that he was wrong about Trump getting elected, he was wrong about the Tea Party, the middle of the country. Right. And he admitted it readily.
Yeah.
So, and that's a benefit. See, living where I live in the flyover country here, so to speak, I know the people, I know the values, but I always kind of felt that way in Chicago too, when, that's kind of a liberal place. I felt real out of place there. and with my fellow people in my high school, I'm shocked how liberal they are, and how almost the Jewish kids are almost like anti-Semitic, and don't see the danger that Barack Obama put Israel under. They just don't see it. So, all right, well, we're gonna do right now. We're gonna have the Love Goddess. Are you ready with that?
I'm
ready. The Love Goddess, Deanna Lorraine. And listen up, you guys. All right? Drop what you're doing. Drop the games. Drop the videos. Drop everything and listen to how you can save civilization, well, by having sex with a woman who might be your wife. Hit it.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Matchmaker, matchmaker, look through your book and make me a perfect match. Matchmaker, matchmaker, I'll bring the veil. You bring the groom, slender and pale. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the envy of all I see. For Papa, make him a scholar. For Mama, make him rich as a king. For me, well, I wouldn't holler if he were as handsome as anything. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Night after night in the dark I'm alone, so find me a match of my own.
Ladies and gentlemen, Love Goddess, relationship coach, conservative, passionate about making love great again, and matchmaker to the Dave Weinbaum Show, Deanna Lorraine. Hi, Deanna. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much. Hey, why must men and women protect their sexual energy?
Ooh, great question.
Thank you.
Protecting their sexual energy, like, you mean not wasting it, or protecting
wasted it on other things other than a make love great again relationship.
Well, the thing is, I think that, too many people nowadays just have zero sexual restraints, and they give into this liberal slut culture where anything goes and sex is not special or sacred anymore. And so they just give it away to everybody. And honestly, especially for women, it impacts them, and it makes them feel less about themselves, and eventually it wears on them. And honestly, it does for men, too. It might be exciting for the short while, but then in the long term, they don't get value out of it either. So I think that men and women should, spend it on when you have a meaningful relationship and you have someone that you actually care about and that knows you. I believe that sex is just so much greater anyways, because it feels like making love, like the song says, and you don't have this awkwardness. The person knows your body better. There's just a lot more to be said about taking more time before you sleep with someone.
Well, what do porn and video games do to normal sex?
Ooh, porn and video games squander a man's sex drive. So the sex drive was put into place to drive you to go meet other people, to actually for a man to meet real women, to pursue a real woman, and to pursue his wife. Now, if you're squandering all that sexual energy on porn or video games, then, especially porn, then you're wasting your drive, and you won't have that drive to go meet real women. You're getting your needs met by yourself, which is pretty sad because you're just using your hand. And you are wasting your most precious, well, not just precious, but powerful. It's the most powerful human drive there is the sex drive, the male sex drive especially. So especially men in relationships should absolutely avoid porn like the plague, because you're not going to be as interested in your wife or your girlfriend. And men who are single should absolutely avoid it like the plague, because it's going to make you forever single. You take away their biggest motivating factor to go and approach and connect with real women. Your needs are met at home.
Are you listening to this, all you knuckleheads out there? I've often said the greener grass on the other side browns quicker.
Yeah.
How does that relate to dating sites?
Well, it's because that the dating sites like Tinder and Match.com and Bumble, why they may have had benevolent purposes, they've really ruined our sense of sacredness in relationships as well, because they've made people think that you can just have unlimited options and the grass is always greener. So it's created this grass is always greener syndrome, where we will be looking online for the perfect person. We might find actually that perfect person and go on a date with them. But then we think, oh, let me just go home and swipe a little bit more on this dating site just to see if I can get exactly that, but just with a little tweak here and a little tweak there. So when we have too many options, then we actually become less happy and less satisfied, and it causes more stress and anxiety.
So then you're not disqualifying, going out to your bar, your local bar, and enjoying the night and seeing what happens, right?
Exactly. I think that more people should meet in real life these days instead of over online, because online makes you feel like you have these unlimited options, and it becomes this constant compare and contrast game where you're never actually satisfied with the one that you have. And there's actually a study called the paradox of choice, and it's proved that when we have way more options, we're actually less satisfied, and it creates more anxiety and depression. Back in the day, we didn't have as many options at our fingertips, so we knew a good person when we came across them. We ended up committing and marrying them, and then we knew that there wasn't a gazillion other options just a click away. So we ended up being more satisfied with that person. And now people are less satisfied in relationships, if they get in relationships at all, because of the unlimited options.
Deanna, as the official love goddess and matchmaker to the Dave Weinbaum Show, tell us about your Make Love Great Again Constitution and its 10 Commandments.
Ooh, the Constitution. So I put together a Constitution for Make Love Great Again for people who want to follow these principles, because, a lot of people want to have some guidelines of what do I do? How do I actually meet quality people in this crazy world we're now living in? And how do I be more attractive to that person as well? So I put together a list of 10 commandments to live by and honor. And I'll just go with a couple of them. One of them is understanding the differences between men and women is one of the keys to finding and keeping great love. And do not give in to this gender neutral BS that liberal parties are pushing right now, because that's going to break the sexes apart. We need our gender differences, and we need to actually acknowledge them, because that's the key to making love great again.
And we need to learn them, yes.
Yeah, exactly. When we can learn it, we know how men communicate, how women communicate, what men need in relationships versus women, and we can easily satisfy each other's needs, right?
Yeah. Hey, Deanna, I can be a little intemperate at times. So Lisa said, and this is a true story, Lisa said the dog can't go on the couch because of her claws, hair, and bad manners. So I asked, well, why are you on the couch? And then the fight began.
Awesome.
And then the
That's
fight
hilarious.
began. Yes, we go. Lady, and tell us about your book and your website.
My book is amazing, Making Love Great Again. Everyone who's read it loves it, women and men.
It is really well written, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell you that. It's a great read.
It's a great read for both men and women, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
A lot of women think it's just for men or vice versa, but it's really for both. It has a lot for everyone, both couples and singles. And it tells you exactly how we've gotten into this current romantic apocalypse and how to get yourself out of it, both on a personal level, but also what we can do on a global level and a countrywide level to make love great again and revive romance and make for healthier, happier relationships and marriages. Pick it up on Amazon. It's a great read. And then join me on Twitter at Deanna Lorraine 7, where all my action and news is every day. And then my podcast, Make Love Great Again, is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on my YouTube channel. So follow me. You'll love it.
Yeah, follow her. She's great, and she's making a lot of contacts out there, so you be one of them. Thank you so much, Love Goddess Deanna Lorraine. You have a great weekend.
Thanks, Dave. As usual, love being on your show.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Honey, do you love being on my show? Durant.
You're still talking about the claws.
I am thinking about the claws.
Well, okay, but that is actually
on the couch.
Isn't that a true story?
It is true about the dog.
It's an absolutely true story that I said that. Okay? I mean, I came up with an ad lib there, and you don't want to give me credit.
Well, it seems to be at my expense.
Well, of course it's at your expense. You think I'm going to sit around and tell jokes? At my expense? Are you out of your mind?
I guess I'll have to do that.
No, I do that anyways. For example, there was a lot of testosterone in our relationship. Too bad none of it's mine. All right, that's kind of stuff. That's self-deprecating, isn't it? What's the difference between a Jew and a canoe? Canoe tips?
Yeah.
But I'm a good tipper, right?
You are a good tipper.
That's one of the things about being in business. I want my customers to feel like they're very special.
Right.
And also, when I go out and I am a customer, especially with my sponsors, for example, like Matt's, I want them to feel like I am a good customer.
Right.
And that appreciates service, that appreciates great food, that, tips well. And so I'm known in several different spots as the best customer that they have. And in some spots, you can't make everyone happy. I get kicked out and thrown out. I don't know.
Remember that album I told you don't have to be Jewish? I got another joke from that if you want to hear it.
Go ahead, yeah.
Doctor, is there a doctor in the house?
Yes, madam, I am a doctor.
Boy, doctor, have I got a daughter for you.
You don't have to be Jewish.
Well, sure.
That's funny with jokes.
I love it when Irish Germans, quote Jewish jokes. No, it's good.
That's right.
That's very good, Stan. I like that. So we're back on the show, and we've got one break and a bunch of extras, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Why don't we go do the fifth extra of walking away, and then that'll leave us with only one break to do and a couple extras. How's that?
Sounds good.
All right, let's hit it, please.
For years now, I have watched as the left has devolved into intolerant, inflexible, illogical, hateful, misguided, ill-informed, un-American, hypocritical, menacing, callous, ignorant, narrow-minded, and at times, blatantly fascistic behavior and rhetoric. Liberalism has been co-opted and absorbed by the very characteristics it claims to fight against. For years now, I've watched as people on the left have become anesthetized to their own prejudices and bigotry, and the prejudices and bigotry of those around them who echo their values. I have watched as formerly sensible people who claim to reject racism have come to embrace the principles of universally hating and blaming all of society's problems on all people who have white skin. I have witnessed the irony of advocacy for gender equality morph into blatant hatred and intolerance of men and masculinity. I have seen the once earnest fight for equality for the LGBT community mutate into an illogical demonization of heteronormativity and the push to vilify and attack our conventional concepts of gender.
Hashtag walk away. Got a lot of interesting comments both on Facebook and some phone calls after last week's show about people who were positively affected by this hashtag walk away movement.
It's very good.
I think it's great, and it says it like it is. Democrats they don't stand for justice. They stand for racism.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so hypocritical because it's not like they did kind of start out that way. They were the racist party from the Civil War on.
Yeah.
And then they found out that they could buy the blacks' votes by getting them all sorts of goodies, but not the American dream.
Right.
They kept them on that plantation, and now that's beginning to show. That's beginning to wear on blacks who want the real American dream. And want to be able to do what Donald Trump did, or Stan Hines, or Dave Weinbaum, or Lisa Strasser. So hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello? Nope. Not there.
Might have been a regular business call.
Call back. Who knows? By the way, speaking of George Bezos, a man who did pretty well with the American dream, who is worth around, you know how much he's worth?
No.
Take a guess.
$200 million.
You're not that far away. 142. Did you say 200 million?
Yeah.
Oh, you're way off. Sorry.
Billion?
142 billion with a B. B.
Who is that?
George Bezos.
Wow.
the guy that owns Amazon, and he owns the Washington Post. And he did that, via Amazon, and that's $49 billion more than Bill Gates and $68 billion more than Warren Buffett. He is the richest man in the world.
Wow!
And he owns the Washington Post, and he actually removed the reports. He had them remove the reports of how workers are abused at Amazon. So
probably why he bought it.
Well, he's very, very anti-Trump.
Yeah.
And it's going to be very interesting to see who the Democrats go with in the next election.
All right.
Roseanne, you talk about a ripoff. I don't know if you heard about this, but I realize that I have new news on that. ABC has now decided to go with a Roseanne ripoff, or I don't know what else you want to call it, because Roseanne's not going to be on the show. They're getting all her old family, the Connor family. They're going to have it on the same time slot, and they're going to leave Roseanne out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, they have to fulfill the rest of their obligation for the contracts for those people.
Maybe that's right.
Isn't that what Mitch was saying?
That could be. Yeah. So they're going to make them work there, and we'll see how that works out.
Wow.
It doesn't really appeal to me. Not that Roseanne appealed to me in the first place. I never watched it, except that when she did that was a brilliant move.
Yeah.
To be a pro-Trumper in a family that's otherwise liberal for the most part.
Yeah.
Because that's a conflict that's going on that everybody can identify with.
Yeah.
I've got liberals in my family, and who doesn't?
Yeah.
And they think they're right, and you think you're right, and it's a thing that's played out in homes all over the United States. So it's kind of an interesting thing, isn't that right, honey?
I think so.
Yes, thanks for that. Disney is scheduled, and I just saw a movie that Mitch earlier talked about, The Incredibles 2, and I would advise you to see it. It's really, really good. This is a sequel to a film, I believe, that was made in 2002.
It was 14 years ago.
Okay, that would be 2004. Thank you. It's close. Anyways, Disney is on a roll because they're scheduled to bring in $3 billion, $3 billion with a B, this year in movie revenue. And that's their best ever in terms of the movie business. Nobody's even close. They had the Black Panthers and the Incredibles, and this Incredible 2 is just killing it. Could be an all-time record for animation, and it was good. I enjoyed it a lot. Watched it in 3D with Lisa Strasser, and I didn't actually, absolutely did not fall asleep during the movie. Did I?
You did not. It was very impressive.
Yeah.
It was exciting enough to keep you awake.
Yeah, it kept me awake, even with the comfortable seats there, where you can snore and basically take a bath with your popcorn after you spill it on yourself. Okay. So call the show, 573-364-4433, because I still got lots of stuff. All right, don't worry about me. Tons of stuff. I got about 10 more things to talk about, actually. And as soon as I say that, somebody picks up on it. How about that? Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Bill, I'm from Salem.
Bill from Salem?
Yes, sir.
Was it Bill or Dylan?
Bill.
Bill. Why did I hear Dylan? Okay, what's up, buddy?
Hey, I was just, this past week or so, when I've been hearing that these kids are in cages, I just kind of think it's kind of funny how the media changes words around all the time. Cage is what you put an animal in.
Yeah.
And to make it sound like, instead of be called, they were in a detention center or whatever the real name is, but, kind of like any kind of a gun violence is called a shooting.
Yeah, right.
And when me and you go out and, shoot a gun, we're going to say, hey, we're going to go shooting, but, the Valentine's Day massacre was 7 people killed, but, it's called the Las Vegas shooting, and how many people died in that?
About 60, roughly 59 or 60.
Yeah, that's not, but they're trying to...
Well, that's what the news does. They're not just reporting the news; they're opinionizing the news.
Right.
I'm an opinion guy. I'm not a news guy. I mean, I report stuff, but the things I say, a lot of it is based on the way I see it, the way I feel about it, the way I emote about it, the way I talk about it, and the way I vote about it. I'm a commentator. I'm not a just report the news. Well, there was an accident at 5th and 6th Street, that kind of stuff. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get that. I mean, remember a few years ago when SUVs were running around the world just striking everybody and causing accidents?
Yeah.
It wasn't the drivers. It was,
Right. So,
and now
exactly.
illegal aliens are undocumented workers or something like that.
Well, they ought to just tell the truth and report stuff and not opinion. If you're going to be a journalist who reports stuff, it's a lot different than being an opinion writer or an opinion talk show host like me. Hey, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. And you're in the contest. All right?
All right, thanks.
And if you want to call a show and be a star like Bill from Salem, call 573-364-4433 and be eligible for the fabulous $35 McDonald's gift card. All right, so we got... You hung up on one.
I'm ready.
I'm right here.
Oh, okay. I don't know what the hell you did there, but hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Joe from Rolla.
Hey, Joe. What's up, buddy?
Sadly, we have a lot of people who are in high positions of power who are doing things that are nefarious.
Yeah, but turn down your radio, will you?
Okay, it's down.
Go ahead.
We have a lot of people in the government and positions of power and media and whatnot who are leading us down a pretty bad path. I don't see a whole lot of hope for it. Yeah, we might be able to get rid of Page and some people who have proven themselves incompetent and nefarious in their actions and plans. But how does that get rid of the grand mix of it?
Well, I mean, it's one step at a time.
Yeah.
It's always been about a balance of power, not one power to everybody. It's always been about that. So you've got to take it one step at a time, and you have to show equal justice. And sometimes you're going to get screwed, but to have
but justice,
yes,
justice is going to take so long for it to be served.
Well, part of that is good, though. Part of that is good. The fact that our government moves slowly sometimes is a deterrent to revolution, but you have to have it even as much as possible. You have to keep the integrity of elections good, so people believe that their vote is actually useful. So people believe that if Hillary Clinton gets arrested for espionage, she's going to be tried. And that if you get arrested for espionage, you're going to be tried in the same way. See, that's where I'm coming from. All right.
But I don't see a lot of steps being taken to bring these people to any form of justice.
Well, we'll see. That's why I have a show. I want them brought to justice because I know I'd be in jail if I did a tenth of what she did. There's no doubt about it. So would you.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah, there you go. All right, thanks a lot. Got another caller here. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Bill from Rolla.
Hi, Bill. What's going on?
Well, I was just calling in response to that fellow a few callers ago who was talking about liberals and conservatives both working for government.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what the merit system is all about. So what the problem is when people start acting outside the law or outside the regulations. So I just wanted to comment on that.
All right. Well, it's well taken. I think, personally, law enforcement and the military is a lot more conservative than what he said. But he was there. He did it. I think they're a lot more conservative, though. I don't think they like what's going on with these guys in charge. I don't think they like what's going on with Comey and Strzok. I don't think that the regular FBI, I think the majority of FBI people look down on that kind of behavior because they're not like that. Most of them want to be at least fair, whether they're liberal or conservative. Don't you think?
Sure. And I think if you're a good employee, you should be following the law. It doesn't matter whether you're liberal or conservative.
Right. Hey, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. You'll be in the contest, and we have another caller, I think, right? Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Dave. Karen Lewis here. I just wanted to follow up with your last caller. Don't you think, I think I posted on your Facebook page, but don't you think, in effect, that most of us, or maybe probably so many liberals, are being propagandized by our public things in the airport, in the hospital? You go to a hospital and CNN's on there, nothing, conservative, but think about that. You've been in a lot of airports and you've been in hospitals as well the rest of us. So just think about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know that. I guess it's a contract they signed with CNN. Why didn't Fox get the contract?
Yes,
I don't know.
I agree. I totally agree.
I mean, it's true, Karen, and I appreciate everything you do for the show.
No problem. But
yeah. How's your friend Joan Flett? I hardly ever hear from her anymore.
Yeah, I'll kick her out of bed and get her busy here.
All right. Oh man, she's getting so much grief. I feel sorry for her.
Make that point, in case any liberals are out there listening. Take a look at the TV. Think about that.
I hope there's a few listening to this show because I'd like to convince a few.
Yes,
that's what the show's about too. Thanks, Karen. Appreciate it. We have another call. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Randy from St. James again.
Yes, Randy.
I wanted to ask you a question. I haven't heard what the Democrats didn't like about the immigration bill in the House yesterday.
Well, what they didn't like about it? It was a Republican bill. Do I need to say more?
Okay.
And they're not going to do it. They're not going to make a bill. They're the opposition.
I don't doubt that at all. But I mean, what's the leadership of the Democrats saying? What's Pelosi saying? Schumer?
I don't have anything what they said or didn't say.
I haven't heard anything.
Except
it's silent.
To complain. See the Republicans can't do it, and the president won't sign it, even if it passed. That kind of stuff. So I don't know. It's obstruction. They're not coming up with their own stuff.
No,
right?
not at all. And we offered them so much.
Oh my God!
Well, a lot of people. A lot of amnesty, basically, but
proves the point.
Yep.
All right, listen. Okay. I got to do a break right now. I'm getting wow. The calls come in clusters, don't they, Stan?
Yeah, they do.
That's great. All right, well, keep it in mind, because pretty soon we got to pull a winner out of here, and you got to call me at this number today after let's say 12:15. 573-578-2700. That's my own personal cell phone. Call me on it if you win, if I announce you win. If you're a gorgeous young woman, do not call me because I am with the beautiful Lisa Strausser. Well, unless, of course, you're in the contest.
I'll be calling you, Dave.
Isn't that special? I hate to tell you what she'd be calling me, but it's not going to be pleasant, believe me. Anyways, we're going to be right back after the final break, and we're going to come back with the hashtag walk away. This is the Dave Weinbaum Show. Get it off your chest. Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.com, at the Dave Weinbaum on Twitter.
Are you concerned about the quality of your private well water, or do you need water qualified testing for a home loan or a refinance? Ozark Testing, a division of Anderson & Associates, is a state-certified drinking water lab offering testing for total chloroform and E. coli with a 30-hour result turnaround. We also offer engineering, architectural engineering, civil design, land surveying, materials testing, and geotechnical investigations. Please call us today at 573-364-8900 or visit us at 1511 Watts Drive in Rolla for more information. Why settle for the forecast when you can control it? Hartley's Climate Control is your locally owned heating, air conditioning, plus so much more company. Hartley's offers residential and commercial sales, service, and installation in the areas of heating and cooling, hearth and home, handyman services, and more to the Rolla, St. James, and surrounding areas. Call 573-368-3163 or visit them online at www.hartleyscc.com. Hartley's Climate Control, community-born, community-raised, community-serving.
Come see the professionals at Brown Vet Clinic of Rolla, where they promise to place your pet's health and wellness above all considerations. They communicate openly with you about the individual preventative needs of your pet and help protect them from common infectious and contagious diseases while using the best available methods, no matter how big or small the animal. The staff is there to help you 24/7 and will get you an appointment as quickly as possible. Give Brown Vet Clinic a call today for all your animal needs. 364-1919.
When it comes to title insurance, you have a choice. With over 37 years of combined experience in the title insurance industry, the staff at Premier Title Group is ready to help you with all your real estate transactions in Phelps, Crawford, Dent, Marys, Pulaski, and Texas counties. With unmatched customer service and one of the friendliest staffs in the area, you will find that at Premier Title Group, we truly live up to our motto, providing you with a premier experience during your real estate transaction. Tell your realtor and lender that you choose Premier Title Group. May God bless our troops and our emergency responders.
Dependability for the road ahead. The 2018 Chevy Silverados receive 18% of MSRP cash back on most 2018 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LTZs with GM financing. That's right, save up to $10,500 on a 2018 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LTZ Z71. Visit Fairground Auto Plaza for full details. Chevy, find new roads.
What does your morning sound like?
Goodbye, baby.
Is she asleep?
Yeah, finally.
Great. I picked up our favorite breakfast sandwiches from McDonald's.
Ooh. Oh.
My turn. Here's to making your morning routine a little better. Right now, mix and match 2 select breakfast sandwiches, like a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddles, a sausage McMuffin with egg, or a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit for just $4. Breakfast at McDonald's. Single item at regular price at participating McDonald's for a limited time.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.com, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
3 days after the Russia investigation began, Strzok wrote, "Damn, this feels momentous." The other one did too, but this was to ensure we didn't F things up. This one matters because it matters. And if you happen to not know how important it is, he went ahead and put matters in all caps in case you happen to not focus on the importance of why this matters. Now, her investigation was just to make sure they didn't F things up. This one, we're 3 days into it, Inspector General Horowitz. 3 days into an investigation, but this one really matters. I wonder what he meant by saying the purpose of the Clinton investigation was to make sure they didn't F things up. But the Russia investigation, that one was different. That one really mattered.
There you go. I mean, I'm going to play a couple more extras because actually I was so far ahead and great. I got a bunch of callers all at once. It seems to work that way. Believe me, I'm not complaining.
No.
Call the show, 573-364-4433. I take special pride in my ability to manage the show, and I'm getting a lot of good help from Stan. So, I used to run meetings. For 35 years, I ran meetings in Springfield, and I was very good at it, very adept at it. And this is not that much different, quite frankly. You just got to control things a little bit, and you can get a lot done.
They don't even have to raise their hand. Just
yes, you don't have to raise your hand. Well, the guys at Branson are raising their hands, and they don't get. They actually have to telephone the show. 573-364-4433. All right, we're going to hear 2 more Gowdy extras because I want to get that in. That is great stuff. That's the best work he's ever done in his life. I guarantee you. Hit it, please.
And then we get to August 8th, 2016. Less than 2 weeks after the Russia investigation even began, the lead FBI agent says he will stop Trump from becoming president. This is 2 weeks into an investigation, and he's already prejudged the outcome. And we're somehow supposed to believe that bias was not outcome determinative. I can't think of anything more outcome determinative than my bias against this person I'm investigating with only 2 weeks' worth of investigating. I have already concluded he should not be the president of the United States. And then we get to August 15th, just over 2 weeks into the Russia investigation. Strzok says, I want to believe the path you threw out. that there's no way he gets elected, but I'm afraid we can't take that risk. It's like an insurance policy. If someone is prejudging the outcome of an investigation before it ends, and someone is prejudging the outcome of an investigation before it even begins, what is more textbook bias than prejudging this investigation before it's over and this one before it begins? I am struggling to find a better example of outcome determinative bias than that.
All right. That was it's Gowdy, Trey Gowdy. I mean, the guy's never done a better job. He never, what a service he's done to his government. I know he sounded a little bit wishy-washy defending the FBI, but maybe he found stuff that he didn't believe could have happened.
Yeah.
Because he's on board now, I'll tell you that much, and he's found the evidence. It's evidence-based, and the IG, the Investigator General, Michael Horowitz, he could not disagree with him on one issue. Not one. And yet he still says that, the investigations weren't based on a biased decision. That is proven wrong right now, in my opinion. And how about you, America? Is that not proven wrong to you? All right, it is to me. All right, so we're going to have a little drum roll here. We're going to have, oh gosh. Right.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, all right, drum roll. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Here it is, the winner of the fabulous $35 McDonald's gift card, where you have to call 573-578-2700 sometime after 12:15 today, but within the up until let's say 10 o'clock tonight.
Randy Johnson.
Oh my God,
St. James.
No, and we did not count him twice, in case you're wondering.
We did not.
No, we didn't.
Okay, Randy Johnson, you won it. I bet you he's listening.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hey, the fans are even applaud for this guy. No, wait a minute. It wasn't the baseball player. All right. It wasn't the baseball player.
Randy Johnson.
This is just Randy Johnson, the guy who says he's handsome. So, what a bragger.
He's on the phone. He said,
"You want a piece of me?"
Yeah. Well, okay. You're getting a piece of me via the $35 gift card at McDonald's. That's getting a piece of me. All right, and it's a very delicious piece. So what the hell? All right, so we're back on the show, and we've got a couple minutes to go. I say we do maybe Trump Dog. What do you think?
Right.
You got that? All right, just let me know when you got it, because I'll talk about something else. I'm ready. After you ready?
I'm ready.
Holy cow! Okay, hit it.
We will do what has never been done. Scan the household pet's mind to translate his thoughts into words. Now, the subject today will be my own dog, Max. Max, speak.
Woof, woof. Hi, I'm Max. It's me, Max. I like Park and Leash, and I like Trump. He's my man. Donald Trump is our president. He carried the Electoral College fair and square.
This can't be right. Did you know your dog likes Trump?
He doesn't.
I absolutely do. I know Trump has issues, but one big change is better than business as usual. The Dow is up 2,700 points since he was elected. What's not to like?
I'm sorry, but you're just a dog. You don't know what you're talking about.
Excuse me, Helen, but yes, I do. Stinking helmet. I can't believe you put this on me.
I can't believe you're saying this. You're supposed to be my best friend.
And as your friend, I don't want to see your tax dollars going to health care for illegals.
Explode. What about his record on women's rights? Don't you want me to have a choice over my own body?
You didn't afford me a choice when you cut off my balls.
It never gets old, does it?
It doesn't.
I don't know.
No.
One of these days we're going to say, no, I've heard that around. But you know what? I got to think people out there, not everybody listens at the same time. They come and they listen for an hour, they 1 week, and, you know, everybody kind of misses that thing. And if they, you know, when I feel that everybody in the world has heard that, then I'll get rid of it. Now, meanwhile, Stan has produced a little song, and I think we're going to listen to that now.
Well, actually, it's from Rodney Carrington. I don't want to take
Rodney
credit
Carrington
for something he
and he
did.
sounds familiar. Who is he?
He's a comedian.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the one. He's hilarious.
All right. Well, okay, hit it.
In recent years, this country's gone to hell. And the crack's getting bigger on the side of that Liberty Bell. Well, Clinton, Obama, and the Democratic crew sure did a number on me and you. It wasn't my vote, you can blame yourselves for that. But we got a chance to turn things around if you get your butt up off the ground and understand we're all gonna have to work. This big old country was built on sweat, and if we're gonna make it great again, you're gonna get wet. But the first things first, we all gotta vote for Trump. Vote for Trump. Donald Trump. And to hell with the rest, he'll get us over the hump. And down the road, we'll all go, and the wall will get built by Mexico. The first things first, we all gotta vote for Trump.
There you go. Yee-haw! That's country music, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I thought this was a rock and roll station.
It is. But Rodney Carrington, he doesn't do rock and roll.
Okay.
So
all right, that's fine. I don't have a problem with either, quite frankly. I'm fine with it. All right, so that's something for the not only rock and roll, but for the we can get the country folk up here, country song listeners, and they can become talkers, and maybe I don't mind country music. I like country music.
Right.
I mean, your dog gets killed, and you get divorced, and
that's right.
everything is horrible, and then everybody cries, and you have a great sorrow song, and that's country music, isn't it? Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, you're wrong.
I don't know.
You're right.
I could write country songs. I have, actually. So what do we got?
Time to go.
Right now?
Yeah.
All right.
Quick.
Thank you so much. Love you all. I'll be back with another edition of the Dave Weinbaum Show next Friday.